Hey everybody, the Reswiral here, and welcome to Some Distant Memory, courtesy of Way Down Deep. Huge thanks to them for a copy of the game. Okay. Just before I go into it, I probably should have checked this before I started, but I think the brightness is fine, until the right image is barely visible. Oh, I was about to say, what right image? Wow, even on OBS I can't even see that. Where's barely visible? There? I guess I'd need it to be a bit higher. Alright, cool. And I was actually looking at the controls just before I started, and I don't know, they seem really weird for the PC. Like, in my opinion. I don't know, I just don't like using tab. I don't know why. Oh wow, I can see a shit ton more now. That seems too high. Ah, god. Technical difficulties. I'll just put it back to normal. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, I don't like gamma too high, because then you can see too much. And it also makes bright colours even brighter, which is not fun. Alright, new game. Are you sure? I'm sure. Let's do it! I already love the aesthetic for this game. 300 years ago, things fell apart. Okay. Do I have to make this advance? I do. Earth's few surviving humans now live in self-contained colonies, protected from the bloom algae that consumed the planet during the collapse. The most successful of these, Ares, was originally built to prepare for life on Mars. Their mission long since abandoned, Ares now salvages wreckage from the wasteland that was once their home. You are a leader of that effort, a professor and chosen interpreter of the Aurora AI, humanity's guiding lantern. However, centuries of bloom corrosion have taken their toll and resources are scarce. You spent the last decade searching for the Sunken City, a mythic trove of old Earth technology sealed away from the contamination of the surface. Aurora says you're on the right track, but time is running out. Ooh, yeah, I already love the aesthetic of the game. It just looks incredible. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Darkest Dungeon. Except the portraits and stuff are the models, I guess. Sprites, whatever the hell you want to call them, aren't as gritty as they are in Darkest Dungeon, but I know, it just still gives me that sort of feel. So, Professor, there's nothing here. We should get back to base. Give me 5 more minutes, Commander. Aurora says it's here. We just have to search. There is a 16.667% chance of discovering the city. Only 16%? That's much higher than average. Are you aware there's a bloom storm approaching? What? No, not now. Aurora, can you please relay those crucial details to your interpreter? A moderate bloom storm is approaching, Professor. Category 1. Peak duration will be approximately 4 hours. If the rover gets spotted, the bloom will eat right through it. I'd like to make it home someday, Professor. We know what this expedition means for Ares and Noah, both of our homes. Aurora says it's here, we just have to search. 5 more minutes, Professor. After that, you'd better be sitting beside me on the rover. On the rover, ready to ride. Deal? Deal. Aha, now we can move. I really hope I'm not actually timed, because oh boy, that'd suck. I see a can. Yes. Scan complete. Aluminium can. Detecting heavy bloom contamination. This is a great find. An old can? We can find contaminated rubbish anywhere, Professor. It's a sign. Where there's trash, there were people. I mean, he ain't wrong. Can I sprint? I don't know. Detecting advanced pre-collapse technology. You have to see this, Commander. It's some kind of artifact. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, it collapsed. Oh no. Well, down we go. Jesus. Hey! Now that's one hell of an opening. I also like how it's some distant is all like corroded and... I was gonna say melting, but how it's all corroded. But then memory is nice and bright. Where? We are down below. We are landed on a mattress, which is quite nice. Although I don't know if we're like human. Or if we're like a robot. Aurora? Oh no. No, no. Don't be broken. Aurora, Initialize, please. Ooh, it actually worked. Aurora initialization sequence. System activated, syscheck 100%, memcheck 100%, oxygen filter 88%. Aurora small core 86%. Link to rover down. Thank NASA, you're attempting to reconnect. A bit broken. Low light conditions detective, amplifying handheld lantern. Ooh. Commander TI or T? Ty, maybe? Can you hear me? Aurora, run a connection diagnostic. Diagnostic running, testing signal emission. Connection unavailable. What's the problem? The antenna has been irreparably damaged. If I find a replacement, can we restore communication? Estimated 81.6% chance of successfully restoring communication. Assume I don't die before I can install it. Recalculating. 97.2% chance of successfully restoring communication. Please stick with that assumption, Aurora. Oh. Well, here's a bed. Unknown object. Detecting wood, pine, cotton, steel. Oh god, that's great. Polyurethane, latex, 0%, bloom contamination. I landed on this strange, soft thing. Hold on. Aurora, did you say 0% contamination? Correct. Detecting wood, cotton, steel, polyurethane. Deactivate the detailed compositions, thanks. Yes, Professor. I'd like to perform an area scan. Check for any trace of bloom. Oh. Oh. Ooh. No bloom contamination found among your current surroundings. Very strange. This cabin is clean, preserved. At least I won't die from bloom exposure. True. So I can do an area scan to highlight things that are in my vicinity. That's cool. This is the thing I found on the surface. An InfiniEdge mobile device manufactured in 2013. An older model. Could we salvage this? No, Professor. Bloom corrosion has rendered the object useless. What about the antenna? Is there one inside? Also corrupted by bloom. I guess it was a long shot. So I guess that's like a smartphone? Oh, whoa. That's quite creepy to just pop up. Scan complete. Paper. Trace amounts of graphite. I can't imagine a world with so many trees you could throw paper away. Can you read it? The symbols are too illegible for me to reconstruct. The moisture in this cave must have washed it clean over the centuries. Darn. Okay, we have a statue of sorts. How do you do, the thinker? Incredible. I've never seen anything like this. What is this, Aurora? Man-made, primarily steel. Rust caused by natural oxidation. What are you doing here, strange person? Who made you? It's a statue. Artist and art style unknown. The commander would love this. He's fond of pre-collapse art. Did you get a good scan of this, Aurora? We have to show it to him when we get back up. Yes, Professor. Yeah, it's the thinker. I see something. Okay, I quite like this. As I say, I'm probably just going to constantly say that I dig the art style. It's really well done. To be fair, the one thing I really enjoy about games like this is because of the art style they choose, they are timeless. You could play this game in 10 years, and it would still look as incredible as it currently does. I have a real appreciation for certain art styles because of how timeless they are. Aurora, is this a building? Yes, Professor, this appears to be the upper portion of a multi-story family residence. A house, underground, untouched by bloom. Detecting a spike in heart and respiration rates. Are you alright, Professor? I'm fine, Aurora, I'm fine. I just thought we'd never... We've been searching for so long. Our search for the sunken city has lasted 3,643 days. Exactly. Isn't that exciting? If I could feel emotion, Professor, I would likely be excited. Great, so what are we waiting for? Okay. In we go. Ooh, spooky. Aurora? Still with me? Yes, Professor. Systems are nominal. It's still so dark even with the lantern. We should scan for light sources. Room scan is available. There's a cupboard. Light sources detected, but no power. Any bloom contamination? None. Any life signs? None found. Let the record show that I've arrived, albeit less than gracefully, inside a pre-collapsed house. 300 years ago. People lived here. Huh. Let's re-establish communication with the commander. Did anything in that scan look promising? Electronics were detected within this room, Professor. Room scan may be activated again to pinpoint their location. Good. I'll start by finding them. Indeed we shall. Well, we have a cupboard. Bum bum bum. What a tangled mess. Aurora, is this what you detected? Scan complete. Network device. Vulcan wireless electronics. Wi-Fi antenna detected. Not a legendary trove of technology, but we have an antenna. Oh, a new antenna. There, try that. Re-establishing rover link. Commander Tai, can you hear me? Oh, P-Fessor. You're alive. Are you okay? Yes, and you can thank Vulcan Wireless Electronics. Thanks, Vulcan? Aurora, can you share our feed with the Commander? This is... Am I seeing this right? You really found it? The Sunken City, a prehistoric world of untold treasures. 300 years ago is hardly prehistoric, Commander. But yes, I believe we found it. Amazing work. So not to dampen the mood, but we do have a storm coming. I don't think I can get back the way I came. I'd say you're lucky you survived the fall. I can't see the bottom of the hole you fell down. There's no way I can reach you. Scans show zero contamination down here. There's no immediate danger. Of all the expeditions I've been on, I've never found a truly uncontaminated site. Consider it a first for both of us. Why don't you take the rover and return to Ares? Come back with a full team when the bloom stops. I don't know about that, Professor. I'm still your expedition commander. Abandoning you goes way against protocol. Not to mention my conscience. I wrote the protocol for this mission, Commander. Don't worry. It is highly inadvisable, Professor. Section 12.c, Team Members Separation Emergency. Section 12.a, Bloomstorm Contamination Emergency. Section 20, Sunken City or Ancient Ruin Discovery Event. Haha, Aurora's not ready to break protocol either. What if something happens down there? Suit failure, collapsed floor, dehydration, mummies. If I'm not monitoring, the rescue team won't even know where to start looking. Alright, fine, point taken. I'll scan what I can while looking for an exit. Great, I'll move the rover. I see some rock cover to the east. Keep the line open. Oh, there we go. What else can I look at? Photo! Ooh, damn. Detecting dried oil, unknown powders, canvas, wood. That's a painting, Professor. We have a few in the Noah Library Vault. I've heard of paintings, Commander. Ares isn't that uncultured. They're fragile and hard to preserve, even without bloom. Scanning, 23%, 43%, 68%. Scan complete. Recreate the image, Aurora. Let's see what it looked like before it decayed. She can do that? Whoa. What am I doing? Oh! Oh damn, that's weird. It's like a risque painting, but with a robot instead. That's pretty cool. Actually, I think that's an actual painting, I'm pretty sure. They've just remade it with a robot as the model. Well done, Aurora. It's even clearer than I'd hoped. Professor, how is this possible? Magic and learning algorithms. But you haven't seen anything yet. What do you mean? There's one more thing I need to test, but I have to scan more of the room first. Whoa. Okay, so there's a painting. I was gonna say there's a photo. This one has 3 parts. Okay, there's the guy. Oh! I'm gonna say they're grandparents. Grandfather, grandmother, and the grandkid. God, it's so weird seeing that. Well, because when you look at the actual decayed photo, you can barely make out the child. That's awesome. Do you think these people lived here? A safe assumption, yes. Aurora scanned their faces. Is she storing everything? And so much more. Aurora's building an identity for each person. Assessing how they may have talked, what they did, who they were. She'll get more and more accurate the more we show her. A site like this opens up a world of possibilities. There's so much we don't understand about life back then. Time to change that. Oh. What else have we got? Ooh, magazines. So this is a letter. Last will and testament of Ada Baron. Oh man, this is really cool. I, Ada Baron, a resident of Houston, Texas, and citizen of the United States, preceded in death by my husband, Ernest Baron, do hereby declare this to be my final will and testament. I direct all my debts and last expenses be paid as soon as convenient after my death. I authorize my representative to settle claims against my estate. I bequeath my property, both real and personal, as follows. Rickon Baron, currently of Lakeshore Drive, as my grandson, with the following property. Oh. Have you seen these scans? The last will and testament. I am, but I don't really understand. Her belongings didn't return to her community when she died? We don't need to understand the specifics. Aurora will make the necessary connections. She's building a relationship model to categorize each artifact. She'll recognize associations even if we don't. I got some of that. Our brains are similar, but less accurate. Think of a shower, for instance. Your brain instantly pulls up related information, right? Like the feeling of tiles on your bare feet. The moisture in the air. The bitter smell of disinfectant powder. The sound of spraying water. The sting of sandblasting against your skin. The what? So you're saying Aurora keeps sort of a living encyclopedia? Yes, close enough. Oh, right. So that's what the orb is. She's creating... Oh, I can simulate the memory. Oh man, there's so much more. So, Infinitab Pro, manufactured in 2015. Too bad we don't have a way to power it up. Once we get this back to Ares, we can add this to the array. You guys are so lucky. All your working computers and devices. Everything at Noah is so hand-powered. Most salvage tech goes to keeping Aurora up and running. But getting your colony online is part of our mission. Aurora, leave a note. This one's for the people of Noah. Thank you. A device like that will do wonders. Now I can watch videos in bed before I go to sleep. I see. Kidding, just kidding. Of course. Now, how much else do we have? Is it just this? Oh, it's a book. Earthbound magazine. June, A Wave of Trash by Frank Collins. Oh, wow. That's a lot of trash. Last month we covered the algal bloom spreading across the Gulf, but this month we wanted to paint a larger picture of the destruction of Earth's most important resource, its oceans. Across the Atlantic, Pacific and Indian Oceans, large trash islands have been accumulating. These bodies of debris, sometimes as large as the island of Hawaii, are posing issues not only to the millions of species that swim in our oceans, but to humans as well. Oh boy. This pre-collapse magazine, Professor. Oh, you know them. Well, this Earthbound variety appears to be concerned with the planet. Not only that, but it mentioned bloom. There's a lot we could learn from these. There we go. So I think I found everything. In which case I may as well simulate the memory. I've been waiting so long. Aurora, recreate memory. Localized to this room. Use all scanned artifacts. Archaeograph activated, identifying entities, associating artifacts. What's going on? Watch this. Whoa. Oh god, that's kind of creepy. Ada. Oh, there we go. Ada, don't you think it's a bit drab in here? Drab, Ernest? Yes, dear, drab. We haven't had a fresh coat of paint in here since... Processing memory, archaeograph systems at maximum capacity. Excellent, Aurora. Keep trying. Are those ghosts? I like to think of them as memories. We're seeing a past event from this very room. It's a module I built for Aurora, utilizing her ability to predict, project, simulate, and analyze. This conversation really happened? Are you volunteering to redecorate the room, dear? Of course not, Ada. You're the artist, not me. Well, you know, as the resident artist, I believe I have just the idea. Wait now, hang on. I meant we should hire someone. Ah yes, I can see it now. It will be vivid. Vivid and full of light. Or full of life. No dear. We'll hire a decorator. A decorator. I'll bring in my new piece from the studio. This old statue will go. I suppose. When will I learn to keep my big mouth... Hang on, we're losing the statue? Finally, I can get a good night's rest without that gargoyle looming over me. It's the Bishop of Dreams, Ernest, not a gargoyle. Oh. Okay, I thought it was the Thinker, because that's actually a statue and it's called the Thinker. At least it's in that pose. Whatever. Little Rickon will be upset, you know. He loves that one. Hey now, that's it. Let's put it outside. The fresh air will be good for his breathing. And the lad can play where we can keep an eye on him. Well, that's just a lovely idea. Well, it's a lovely piece. Mm-hmm. Oh, there he is. Grandma, Grandpa, the dragons are coming. Hey there, Ricky. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? My ears? Let's get you some lunch, Dragon Slayer. Memory complete. Professor, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. This is the promise of the Sunken City, Commander. A chance to rediscover the past, where we came from. All it takes is, well, massive amounts of data, actually. Massive amounts. Well, what are you waiting for? There must be a ton of historical data in these ruins. Let's find out what happened to these people. Examining artifacts in other areas will yield additional projections. Good, then let's keep exploring. So there's that memory. Oh, right. I didn't even notice there was a door. Huh. The more you know... No. It's hard to know how large this place may be. I will assist your navigation, Professor. Please access your map. Ah! Wait, where are we? Okay, is that... Wait, what? Oh, right, okay. So... Incomplete memory, complete memory, point of interest, locked, blocked, inaccessible, read, memory. There's 89 artifacts. Additional rooms will be marked as you visit them. I'll be monitoring progress from the rover as well. From here I can flag obstacles and potential doorways. Unviewed memory nodes will be highlighted as well. Very useful, thank you both. Watch your step down there. There's a door. Hot damn. I wonder how much of the house will be accessible. I could try to force it open. Professor, the integrity of this structure is... Whoa. Unstable. Sorry, sometimes curiosity gets the better of me. I'd hate to see a collapsed ceiling get the better of you. I'll be more careful. Okay, so I can't go through there. Oh, it does say it's blocked. I hope it didn't to begin with, because I'll feel dumb. And yeah, there's no way of actually running. Is it literally nothing but doors? I thought I'd be able to examine this. It's like a painting, or like a map. Alright, so what's in here? Oh, there we go. There's a memory. This is probably Rickin's bedroom if I had to guess. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff. What do I go for first? This? I'd love to see what Aurora does with this. Aurora can work with the smallest of clues. Even a child's drawing is part of a bigger story. Ah, there we go. I never actually got to look at what it said though, but I mean, whatever. A hammer, chisel, file and brushes. Primitive stools. Stools. This is the studio. Primitive tools. For art? In the hands of an artist, even primitive tools can create beauty. Hard to imagine these tools being used to make elaborate statues. Like this. Another strange statue. This looks so familiar, but I know I've never seen it before. We've preserved some art books at NOAA, but only a few original works. Maybe you can take this one home. Wow, there's still so much. Texas Unlimited, October. This week we're proud to profile one of Houston's most recognizable artists, Ada Baron. Her largest and final public sculpture, The Drought, has been the centerpiece of Discovery Green Park since it opened in 2008. The Drought depicts a man clutching an empty water spout, his body faded and breaking down into rusted machinery. A striking image. Ada's 40-acre red is defined by depictions of people, often merged or fused with complex machinery. Ada gained early fame for her avant-garde reimagining of famous works, all built with salvaged steel from derelict Excel oil fields outside of Houston. Recently retired, she agreed to sit down with us to answer some questions and reflect on inspiration throughout her career. Was that it? Damn. So yeah, that's actually complete. Not too bad. Oh my. This has 5 different things. Galatea. A Quiet Place, poems by Emmy. You said my navel is a cup that you could drink and drink until you're drunk. You said my shoulders were where they dip, could hold a basin to rinse your face. You said my breasts curve to a tip that you would climb to reach the summit. You said my hips end. No, let's not go there. I wish I saw myself like you saw me, a silhouette of constant angles, juxtaposing empty plains, irregular hills and valleys with landmarks interrupting, soft hands travelling along in gentle exploration. I miss being looked at by a sculptor admiring his greatest work. The line about sculptors made me think we could display it in your grandma's statue. What do you think? That's perfect. Grandma loved Mom's early work. All the mythology. Poetry, an ancient and lovely art form. This is like poorly written code. What does it mean? Sometimes the reader has to make their own conclusions. This poem, well, it's a bit sexy. But it's also sad. The writer longs for romance. They want to be loved the way they once were. Are you a poetician, Commander? That's poet, and, well, nah, not really. But one of my mother's most valued possessions was a book of poetry. She left it with me when she died. It's called Leaves of Grass. A child said, "What is the grass?" fetching it to me with full hands. How could I answer the child? I do not know what it is any more than he. That's one of her favourites. I had it bookmarked. Had. When my wife and daughter... When I left Noah, I donated it to the collection, along with the rest of my stuff. Someone else can enjoy the poetry now. Well, there we go. I don't think there's a way of actually seeing whether or not there's, like, artifacts you've missed. Maybe. I guess not. Oh well. Here's another memory. Oh, it is a drawing by him. But this is the studio, I would say. So, Rick, what's it supposed to be? A surprise. It's coming along nicely, Rick. Looks like a tree. Or claws? Wait until he's finished, dear. Almost done. There. Don't forget to sign it. An artist leaves their mark. I still don't know what it's supposed to be. A bunch of horses? It's the way birds sound when they take off flying. Huh. What are you going to call it? Untitled number 34. I think it's lovely. Just lovely. Do you like it, Grandpa? Of course, it's one of a kind. We'll put it on the wall right next to the new statue. Great, we've got 2 artists in the house now. Oh, you love it, dear. He was a sweet kid. These memories, the artwork, we're really learning how life used to be. So much is captured in art. The pieces we have in the Noah Vault have been studied for generations. Glad we didn't give up the search. You know, I couldn't wait to join this expedition, but I admit, after so long I thought maybe it was a wild moose chase. Wild moose chase? A pre-collapse saying we like to use. The moose was a mythical creature. People wasted their whole lives trying to find them, to touch their lucky horns. Commander, mooses weren't, What is it? You know what? Let's talk about it some other time. A wild moose chase. Because yes, they're mystical beings. Wait, so if I examine this again, what happens? Okay, so that's nothing. I just keep checking the artifacts, because I'm hoping I've not missed anything. There's another door here. Yeah. Let's go down here. Where does it lead? Some place that's inaccessible. Too bad those stairs are blocked. Maybe there's another way down. Oh, there's also this, but I don't know where this leads. Oh! Oh, we're outside again. Oh, it does lead down. Down and round. Okay, wait, so I just want to check. We're at 8 of 89. I'm guessing this will put us up to 9. The Reboot of Psyche by Ada Baron. That did put us up to 9. Okay, so there's not dialogue tied to everything. Earthbound Magazine, July. The Villains of Climate Change by Frank Collins. Oh. This is our biggest issue with Earthbound yet. Tackling both the issue of climate change and those who profit from it and fight against its regulation. The biggest opponent to environmental regulation of the last century has been XL Gasworks. Despite recently crafting a pro-environment facade, XL has caused some of the worst environmental disasters in history, with more yet to come. XL Gasworks has been, for over 3 decades, improperly capturing carbon dioxide to fraudulently earn tax credits. While the danger and scope of their actions is unknown at this time, according to one witness, the phrase "catastrophe of global proportions" was common during internal meetings. To understand their fears, first you need to understand limnic eruptions. Oh. Well, there's 10. Let's just double check. Alright. Now that is a big door. I don't see a way out of this cavern, Aurora. Let's head back upstairs. Oh. So that's also blocked. Or inaccessible. Bugger. Darn. Well, I was hoping that'd lead somewhere, but never mind. Doo-doo-doo. Right, go. Wasn't there something on the wall? Oh, there we go. Like a painting or something. It is a painting. What was it? Ooh! It looks like an enemy out of Zelda. Nice. So this is what's blocking the door. The fact that this house is still standing just glows my mind. The structure has sustained extreme damage. I'll walk very gently, I promise. But I want to know what's behind this door. Okay, so is there anything else? There's another painting. I can't interact with it. Oh shit. Wait, ooh! Is that a safe? Alright, what we got? Ooh, Professor! You alright? Is that a super box? I see. or I see a box. Those things can contain entire digital worlds. How do you know this? When I was young, my father found an Infinity Boy. Not Infini Boy. Sort of a handheld version. It had 2 whole games. I played them every day until it died. If you find an Infiniboy, Professor, I'll flag it for the salvage team. Excellent. Superboy. Superbox. God. Oh, it's a TV. And the super... Wait a minute. Oh, it's a... I think... It looks like a SNES. Oh, nice. That's cool. I think it's a SNES. It's SNES on NES. Could be either. But with it being called a Superboy, I would have to say it's a SNES. Oh, we have another letter. No, what's this one say? Harvey Pewter and the Immortal Drive. Harvey promised me something. Hackmaster X glanced over his black visor. Harvey avoided his gaze, unsure of what might be asked of him now. Depends. Promise me you won't go looking for the source. Startled, Harvey choked back a laugh. Why would I look for the source code of the Hive Mind AI? Hackmaster... what a name. Hackmaster X removed his visor with a deft hand. A deep look of sadness had overcome his face. His eyes spoke of weary days he hoped to never again endure. The Hive Mind AI. The old man nearly didn't finish his sentence, knowing well the terrible pain that often came with knowledge. What is it? Harvey wrinkled his eyebrows. Hackmaster X sighed. It created the software glitch that killed your parents, dear boy. That's impossible, Harvey blurted. My parents died in a car crash. Everybody knows that. True, they did. A self-driving car. The crash, you see, was caused by an AI error. Hackmaster X's metallic spine creaked against the chair as he straightened. But why, you ask? Hackmaster continued. Because, Harvey, you would one day be a threat. It was to stop you from growing up. From growing up? Is that some kind of prophecy bullshit? No, child. AI doesn't deal in prophecies. This was a prediction. That's a first edition copy of Harvey Pewter. You know this book? Wait, Harvey Pewter. That's not supposed to be some kind of, like, Harry Potter, is it? It's very close. You know this book? How could you not know Harvey Pewter? Teen Techno Wizard. Yeah, it's definitely Harry Potter. The best hacker in the world. These books define the pre-collapse spirit. I grew up on old encyclopedias. I couldn't tell you how many times I read the sections on magnetism. I pity your lack of childhood. These books show how pre-collapse people viewed technology, government, morality, and coming of age. You have been curious. What were they about? Oh no, I won't spoil them. When we get back, let's read it together. You'll understand what it is to be truly human. It says here he uses his hacking skills to talk to a worm? Hey, don't read ahead. That's a very critical moment. Well, there's the memory. I ain't done yet. There's a bunch more stuff. Is that... Oh, there's an exit. Ah, right. That'll actually lead to the other room. What's this? Rick, I put your docs in here, but now I can't open it. How old is this thing? That no mention docs, as in documents, I bet. There could be a wealth of information inside this cabinet. Looks like it's still stuck after all these years, though. Maybe something on this floor will help you open it. Remember that chisel in the art studio? Yeah, that would be perfect. I've updated your map with its location. Go grab it. Ah, so that's when point of interests pop up. Do I view the memory now, or not? Wait, it says I can examine. This must be the same room access from the hallway door. The one blocked by rocks, but it's locked. Maybe it'll be easier to open this door than the other. Okay. So back to the art studio. I think I'll view the memory first. Just so then we're done with the memory in this area. Also get to see what it says. A bold challenge by you, my grandfather. We play a game, a competition within us both. Emotion is subtle, and I am but a youngling. Wait, what's going on here? The human condition. Aurora's trying to process a memory. There's an... what? There's an 82.6666 repeating % chance that I was not present, dears. Myself in a sitting position, and my love for the child who was likely also in the sitting position. Aurora, please pause. So, Archaeograph paused. Is that how you think people talked 300 years ago, Aurora? Likelihood is low, Commander. Remember, Aurora, our goal is to recreate moments from the pre-collapse to learn about the civilization. What people were like, how they spent their time, and maybe even their emotions. And how they got out of this house. Don't forget that important nugget of information. I know it's difficult, Aurora. We're breaking new ground here. But you've interacted with plenty of people, seen how emotions change the way we act. Try to apply that knowledge to the people of the Sunken City. Understood. I would like to try again, Professor. Shall I reinitiate the archaeograph? Go ahead. Ah, there we go. Grandpa wins! Grandpa wins! Ugh, I was so close. How about a rematch, young man? Grandpa, when can I play real football? You know what Dr. White said? I promise, this is just as fun. But I'm sick of being stuck inside. You'll be able to go outside before you know it, just not now. Okay. Ah, cheer up, Ricky. No, Ricky. Oh, okay. Oh, right, okay. Rick. Let's switch sides. You'll be the Blazing Tigers this time. But first I need to hear your tiger roar. Raw. Come on now. You're more ferocious than that. Oh, damn. Whoa, that's it. That was way better. Well done, Aurora. That was magnificent. The archaeograph is functioning even better than I hoped. If we continue to recreate memories of that quality, imagine what the things we'll learn. What do you think they were talking about, Professor? Who was Dr. White? The boy's doctor, I believe. Rick and Baron had some sort of condition that kept him from playing on his feet balls. Football, Professor. A widely played pre-collapse sport. You really don't know football? The dodging giants, the Sea-Time Marinas, the goddamn Patriots, the New Orleans Saints. I've heard of sports, if you say so. Oh, I can get down with that. Yeah, I know the sport ball. Yeah, go team! And stuff. Where was the studio? Was it... I believe it was this room. Aha! The chisel and hammer could open the cabinet in the other room. Very nice. Go back across the hall and crack that thing open. Right. There we go. Look at us go. We're doing great. I quite enjoy this already. It's not much... I don't know what kind of game you'd call it. It's sort of a walking simulator. But I just quite enjoy the whole dynamic. Like piecing together what life was like before this collapse had happened. How people had lived and things. It's just really cool. Okay, let's open this cabinet. Be gentle, don't bring the roof down. Oh my, they had all sorts of stuff. Phew, opened. Hang on, these maps are... Ooh, markings for treasure. Monsters, trapdoors. According to this, we're standing in the Icicle Fields of Freya. These are for some kind of fantasy game. They won't help us. How disappointing. Nice drawings, though. One moment. There's a key here. It appears to fit a door inside this room, Professor. Finally making some progress. Right, so now we can go through this door. The key fits perfectly. Each room you explore seems to shed more light on this Baron family. I know, I'm ready to see more. Oh, wow. Wait, so what's this? Include survey questions based on the 36 questions. The data will be harder to interpret, but richer. From there, we'll need to process their input for key behavioral words and phrases. Those will help us build better personality charts. We've been using a fuzzy clustering algorithm on the dataset, but there's room for improvement. The primary lacking area is emotional intelligence interpretation. The prior survey data was too light to produce a reliable empathy metric. The other hard problem remaining is improving prediction, but we're already seeing a 67% first match satisfaction rate, up from 59%, from the trials of Deep Connect 2. I think with deeper clustering of the empathy metric plus Dr. Bachdul's emotional simulation research, we can exceed 75% satisfaction. We're well on our way to finding people their soulmates. A religious algorithm of some kind. Soulmates, Professor. It's the idea that there's someone you're destined to love. It's romantic. Oh, then aside from being overly sentimental, these documents look promising. Aurora, what do you make of them? The documents reference advanced OXHHH research on machine learning. Professor. Having issues with the scan? None. Good. There's another memory. Wow, this place has got a lot of different things. Oh dear. Oh, right. It's like a planner. So philosophy... Oh god. Philosophy on Wednesdays... Wait. I'm guessing that would be Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday. It's weird that it goes Wednesday, then Tuesday, and not Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. Medieval Studies, Dr. Jared Banks, and Professor Wellington Story. What a name. Sociology. Oh god, I remember that. That fucking subject sucked. Mondays and Fridays with Professor Mandy Klaus. Oh shit, I didn't read the rest. What's the others? Romance, Language and Literature, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Professor Moen Meta. Shades of Umber, Fixed Eyes, Leaf Skin, A Forest of Curls for Wandering Fingers. Revealed Cultures. Are ways hindered and unhindered, the affections of a city are reflected in its language. We could whisper it to one another. This journal belonged to Rick's mother, Emmy Barron. It's missing a handful of pages. Maybe she changed her mind about something. Did they look cut out or torn out? There's no difference, is there? You'd be surprised. Huh, okay. Missing pages, eh? So we have this. Sycamore Tree. A Quiet Place. Poems by Emmy. Sycamore tree, with your branches like arms open, will you hold me? Will you bear me down to the ground? Will you hold me when I climb back late this evening? When you're knocking rat-a-tat-tat on my window, are you saying, let's go, hurry? Do you know where I am headed? Sycamore tree, my accomplice, don't betray me and I will spend another summer in your arms. The tree in this poem feels so alive. Like a lifelong companion. I wonder if we have different standards for companionship. 3 years ago, when our colonies met, there was a rumour that love was forbidden in Aries. And now you know that's ridiculous. Though it's true that Aurora determines our reproductive pairing. To ensure the population stays manageable and to avoid inbreeding. Heh, romance is alive and well in the 24th century. We do what we must to survive. The Noah motto. But there's also room for love in Noah. People fall in love in Aries too. Aurora tries to accommodate those relationships. Not the Hand of Aurora, of course, but some people. I've been meaning to ask, Hand of Aurora is an official title? No, quite the opposite. It's what some of the more zealous members of the colony call my position. And they're the ones that say you can't fall in love. It would be very inconvenient. Aurora is vital to our survival. My interpreter duties must take priority. Yes, of course they must. God, that must be kind of shitty. Yeah, destined to never find love. This is exactly the kind of device I was hoping to find. There could be mountains of important information on here. Or mountains of cat photos. Also important, but does it still work? We don't know without electricity. I'll flag it for the salvage team to recover. There's the memory. Alright, there's another. Simulation. Oh boy. What the fuck? DCOS 3.0 overflow exception. Professor, Error, memory segment fault. Deep. Connections, everyone. Deep down. Down. Freaky. Aurora, what's the matter? I have to start over. It's all gone. Past entity. Data corrupted. This can't be the past. It's barely a person. Oh god. Tree. It's coming down. It is coming down. So much to finish, but I am starving. This entity is close somehow. I feel it. You feel? No. I don't remember. Aurora, stop this projection until we know more. Oh god. Alone. Completely alone. Aurora, stop the projection. Have you ever truly loved someone? Stop. You know, I actually like it. Oh god, this is creepy. To see you this way. Memory complete. That was chilling. So, it was a memory. It couldn't be. System check, Aurora. System check active. Sys check. 100%. Mem check 100. Oxygen filter. Gone down a bit, I think. I think it was at 86%. Aurora small core. 78%. Active. I'm fine now, Professor. That projection kept repeating down. Do you think you can climb down? I've detected a possible way down. Ah! I love how I can't see anything. Very nice. Then let's take a look. Oh, with the tree. I see. Wait, incomplete? Oh, right. Ah. So yeah, that memory is incomplete currently. The tree must have fallen along with the house. Look at the damage it caused. That hole must lead to the next floor. It does. I can see the room below. Once I jump, I won't be able to get back up this way. If you feel ready, go for it. I mean, I do. See what I need to on this floor. I'm ready. Be careful with your landing. If something happens to me, no need to say anything, you'll do fine. Get Aurora's data back to Ares. Our findings here are very important. When I go back, you're coming with me, Professor. Don't worry. Here goes nothing. I'm guessing the way we'll get back up is by using the stairs. Yeah. Oh god, it's even darker. The drop was bigger than I thought, but I'm alright. This room is larger than the others, with multiple doors. I suggest picking a direction to explore. Pay attention to your map, try not to get disoriented. We don't want you walking in circles down there. I'll do my best. Oh, okay. Let's find out. Ooh. We have this. Wait. There's something under this. Oh, there we go. God. Is that a record? Orange light in the sky, strange haircuts. Not bad. 2 vases. What strange containers? I bet they contain the organs of the dead. Or oils for artistic expression. My guess is they're simple decorations. You never know, the past was a strange place. Can you give me an in-depth scan, Aurora? Scan complete. Contents include calcium, phosphates, sulfates, sodium, potassium. Alright, but what is it? Ash, Professor. Oh! It's the remains. Obviously used for some kind of painting. You are right, Commander. Actually wrong. They are the cremated remains of, I'm guessing, Ada and Ernest. Oh, it's a cat. Kit. I think there's another room, but the whole wall is collapsed here. Not surprising considering what this house has been through. Is there something buried in the rubble? Yeah, some kind of small device with ears and a little smile. Cute. There's a label on top. It's called a catvac. I think it used to move around, maybe for entertainment. Must have gotten trapped during the collapse. Sorry, catvac. I'm afraid if I tried pulling you out, I'd get buried too. Oh no. It's a cat Roomba. Essentially. Regal Pharmacy. Okay. For Rick and Baron. So, bronchothacine. For use treating severe asthma. Use as directed by physician. Follow instructions on bottle, shake well before use. For use in an inhaler only. Refill to remaining. For use in an inhaler. A vaporizer for inhaling medicine. One of the other professors at Ares has a condition that calls for one. Her father had it too. It was hereditary. Ah, gotcha. Breathing problems are common at NOAA. We get more bloom contamination than Ares. Poor air filters means more exposure during salvage missions. You're lucky you haven't developed a condition yourself, Commander. Well, I don't recover from contamination as quickly as I used to, that's for sure. I figure if the bloom wants to take me one day, it can have me. I just want to do something useful for humanity in the meantime. Well, surviving would be very useful, for starters, that is. Don't worry, I don't plan on becoming bloom fertilizer for a while yet. I also quite like the dynamic that the Professor and the Commander have. It's very nice. It's weird, because you're completely alone, but you don't feel alone, because you're constantly communicating with both Aurora and the Commander. It feels quite nice. Calming. Oh, it's a painting. Picture, even. That must be, Emmy. The mother. There's something written on the back, I can barely make it out. Emmy and her handsome son, Ricky. A day in the park. They look so happy. I wonder, Aurora seems to have trouble with emotion. Does she get much out of scanning photos? Absolutely, you've heard the expression, an image is worth 100 words. No, we say a photo's worth a million words. A million stories. That's significantly more words. And it's also, I thought it was a picture's worth 1,000 words. By the way, the idea applies here too. Aurora can read a lot about a moment caught in an image. Human expressions, how they're interacting, background details. We don't need to know their exact emotions to understand how they lived. I see. Aurora is a real detective then. A detective? Yeah, someone who studies clues. At Ares, we just call them scientists. Aurora has a greater ability to analyze and deduce than any scientist ever born. Sometimes she just needs a little assistance. That's where I come in. A pet detective. If you like, yes. Well, there we go. And there's the memory. Woohoo! Not bad. Is there anything else? Or did I get everything? We're at 20 artifacts. Damn. Ada, are we old? Well, dear, you're watching the Ed Merriman show. I like Ed Merriman. Of course you do, Ernest, because you're old. Alright, fine, let's watch something else. Some kind of mall show? No clue, that kid's running from that officer with that big guy, and the big guy in sunglasses. Good God, Ernest, they're shooting each other full of holes. That silly storekeeper walked right in the crossfire. Yep, he's toast. Sounds like they're back from the store. Quick, Ernest, change the channel. Jesus, I can't read. Change the channel. Rickon can't see this nonsense. Mom, Dad, help! What is it? What's wrong? Oh God. It started in the car. He was just playing in the back seat and... Lay him down, Emmy. The inhaler, Ernest. Now, dear. Try to breathe, sweetie. I don't see it. Where is it, Emmy? I don't know. You have to find it. It's okay, Rickon. It'll be okay. Grandpa will find your inhaler. Breathe as deep as you can, Rick. You're so strong. Oh God, we're losing him. I can't... We are not. Emmy, don't dare say that in front of the poor boy. Rickon, sweetie, slow, deep breaths. Just like we practiced yesterday. Look at me. You understand, Rick? Breathe, baby. The inhaler now. Dad, we need it right now. We better call 911. Yes, I'll do it. No, stay with him, Emmy. You're his mother. No, I'll call. Rick needs you. I think I found it. I found it. I didn't expect this. That little boy Rick, we almost watched... He nearly... It was 3 centuries ago, Commander. I know. Everyone from that time is gone now. Do you think they had a good life? I'm not sure we can judge. We're observers. No, we're more than that. Let's find out what happened. God damn, that was... kind of fucked. Definitely was not expecting that. So that's also an incomplete memory. How? Oh wow. Mother's Mother. A Quiet Place, poems by Emmy. I wish I was a mom to be, with a belly I could wrap, my arms around and carry, the weight long carried by my mother's mother's mothers, not Leda, not Mary, no God's child to rest my prayers upon. No destiny, a simple child to keep me spare company in older days, to hold my hand on my way out the way I held theirs on the way in. I don't really connect with this one. I guess I'm not big on the whole baby making thing. How old was your mum when she wrote this? Is she very religious? Good question. I don't know her age here. Leda's one of her mythological references. That story is a rough one. I think Mum's saying she just wanted a normal kid. Oh. Okay, I thought I had to sneeze. God damn, that happens too much. It's always the worst when it just disappears. It's like, oh great, I wanted to sneeze, but I didn't get to. Oh, we've got notes. So you read Harvey Pewter, growing up but never realised Slythe and Gemini were the same person. Slythe? Wait, are you serious? Maybe you should read these one more time. Wait a second, hold the bone. Everything alright, Commander? Slythe and Gemini are not the same person. Gemini was able to master the disguise subroutine, but Slythe wasn't. Slythe has a dry whispery laugh, and Gemini has a dry regal laugh. Plus, Gemini has a crush on... Is that Nimosine? Who is too busy tutoring Slythe to... Oh. Holy carp. I need to think about this. Oh my. You got a bit too into that, I guess. Harvey Pewter and the Crypto Chamber. Oh my god, really? What are you working on? Nimosine asked, looking over his shoulder at the dark-themed editor. My thesis. Harvey lied. But Nimosine had already seen the code. That's a cluster analysis function. You're working on machine learning. Swallowing hard, Harvey quickly sat back and locked his screen. The large silver skull in his screensaver stared back at him with lightning in its eye sockets. You found the source, didn't you? Despite being furious at him, Nimosine couldn't keep the overwhelming sense of awe out of her voice. Harvey looked at her with guilt in his eyes, but said nothing. Well, I might not be your annexator anymore, Harvey, but I'm still your friend. When did you plan on telling me? When I was finished, he said at last. Finished with what exactly? Harvey clenched his teeth, hating to reveal anything, but he owed it to her after everything that had happened in the Pterodyne Forge. After losing Rom to those things, I'm rewriting it. As a weapon, as an ally. I still don't know how you say a name. I'm guessing maybe it's Nemosine, but I'll just go with Nemo. Nemosine. On Nemosine's eyes widened around her diamond-shaped pupils. You would introduce another AI into our world after everything they've done? This one will be different, Harvey said confidently, because I built it myself. Commander gonna have anything to say about that? No. There's a book here too. There we go. Oh, it's a... what is that? Holland McHugh. Get your #1 New York Times bestseller. Get off your fucking phone. What's it called? So, what a road trip taught me about presence is in today's connected world. I do like the title of that. Get off your fucking phone. So we have 3 more notes. Getting rid of any books, you could get an ebook reader and donate these. It's the 21st century after all. I couldn't. My grandma collected these books over years. I see. I'll set coping with menopause aside for you to read then. Oh, wow. What would you like me to read to you tonight? There's your Greek myth book, and your mother got you this copy of Catcher in the Rye. Catcher is a bit advanced for you, but your mother is... well, it's complicated. I want Harvey Pewter. Really, sweetie? We've read them all before. Please, Grandma, please. I don't understand what you see in these books, dear. The tale of the Chimera is so much more thrilling. Brave... Bella... I don't know how you say the name. Bellerothon? Or Bellerophon? Slaying the beast while riding Pegasus, the divine winged stallion. But Harvey Pewter is wonderful. I love him, Grandma. Oh, sweetheart. Alright. Harvey Pewter in the Immortal Drive. By J.F. Sebastian. Oh, wow. Chapter 1. Yeah, it's definitely Harry Potter. I can say that for certain now. There's just too many similarities to just be a coincidence. There's a memory in here too. So are these ones also incomplete? Oh no, they're completed. Oh. Oh, right, an incomplete memory would be one that's not filled. Aha. Oh. Ooh, that hurt. Why do they have 2 different lugs? Like, you've got it on the left and then the right. Whatever. And destroy this after you read it. What Tim showed me today is pretty bad. The aquifer process is, number 1, too shallow, and number 2, flowing into Houston groundwater. So instead of embedding CO2 into bedrock, it's flowing under the city into the ocean. The ocean drainage directly violates our EPA agreement, but we're far more worried about the Limnic eruption from oversaturation. If we don't find a way to stop the leaks, we could accidentally gas the whole damn city. Oh shit. A Limnic eruption? Aurora, do you have any information on this? A limnic eruption is a phenomenon caused by an overconcentration of carbon dioxide in deep water. The eventual and sudden overturn of water and massive CO2 exhaust from the eruptions are often deadly. The note talked about Houston groundwater, Professor. If an event like that happened in a populated city, it would have been catastrophic. It's just a note, but it could be our biggest clue yet. Like this data for further study, Aurora. Jesus. Sounds pretty bad. Hi, Dad. Notre Dame has been good for me and I've learned a lot. I've tried to make things work here, but the truth is that it won't be possible to live on campus much longer, especially not after receiving some big news. I've been contemplating the best way to tell you this. You're going to be a grandfather, Dad. I'm having a baby boy due in about 3 months. I've decided to name him Rickon, after Granddad. He will need to be cared for as a true Baron, which is why I'm coming back home at the end of this semester. I've already talked with Mom about the details. Please don't ask about the father. I'm sorry to keep this from you for so long. I've always wanted you to be proud of me. Mom said I should break the news carefully. You've always enjoyed my letters. Under the circumstances, I wonder, will this one bring you as much joy? I love you, Dad, and I'll see you soon. Emmy. Oh dear. It's always a pretty crappy subject, especially when it ends with don't ask about the father. Dear Baron family. That took a long time to scan. Oh, it's because it had to go through it all. This is a reminder of your scheduled appointment with the respiratory specialist Dr. Frank Kyle. The appointment is for patient Rickon Baron, a minor, at 2 PM on August 3rd. Please arrive 15 minutes prior to your appointment and check in with the reception desk on entry. Also bring with you Rickon's inhaler along with any additional prescribed medicines Rickon is currently taking. Regards, Houston Respiratory Clinic, Office of Frank Kyle, PhD. Okay. So Rickon was fairly ill, seemingly. Earthbound Magazine, August, under new management. Acting editor Roderick St. Clair. Oh, it's an elephant. And a baby. We at Earthbound Magazine are happy to announce that we are now part of the Macro Environmental Alliance managed by the Excel Corporation. We are committed to operating Earthbound independently, as it always has. Our readers can continue to expect amazing photographs and articles about the beauty of our planet in the same tradition that's made Earthbound a renowned educational resource for over 50 years. The Excel Corporation strives to protect the environment with smart uses of resources. Their mission is to harvest and manage resources in sustainable ways. Through novel technologies that help keep our planet pristine, they share the Earthbound mission to preserving the environment for future generations. Preserving the environment for future generations. I don't think they achieved their mission. The question is, could they have stopped the collapse? There could be more clues in this house. What if they could have, but didn't want to? I'd hate to think that were true. Humans are funny that way. This desk is full of an assortment of papers and, clicknecks, if you like. Here are papers labelled Excel Corporation. An executive order to dismiss a high-ranking staff member, Vice President Andrews. I also see a pocket watch and a small box. To my beloved Ada on our anniversary, a necklace with a rather large stone. The stone is beryl, Professor, also known as emerald. Did you say emerald? Is that significant? I wasn't planning on to mention this, but now that you've found 1 emerald, be on the lookout for 6 more. 7 emeralds total. Why? It's a pre-collapse legend. There are supposedly several emeralds of power. 7 emeralds of power. When you've collected them all, I'm not actually sure what happens. Really? I'm detecting no power from this mineral. You're sure? Dang. Anything else I should be looking for here? A wish-granting lamp, maybe? Ah, you know that one. There are also 7 yellow balls. If you collect them all... Is that the Dragon Balls? How about a way out of this place? Well, of course, Professor. Your safety is top priority. Aurora, please flag this emerald for the salvage team. Thank you. I think the yellow ball one was a Dragon Ball reference. Oh. So now you're back. After all that fuss over college, you're just going to leave? I paid my own tuition. It's my decision to leave for Rickon's sake. Do you give a damn how this will reflect on us, on your family? No, you don't. And the father, this mystery man, he's nowhere in sight, eh? I told you I'm not telling you. He has his own life. You'd ruin him. I know you, Dad. I'd hold him accountable. There you two are. There they are, Rickon, yes. Oh, aren't you a darling? You are. You're a darling. Not now, Ada. We're having a discussion. Ernest, put out that cigar for heaven's sake. He wants his mother. Here you are, Emmy. Look at those eyes. Don't just sit there, Ernest. He's curious about you. Come meet your grandson. Now then, dear. I was thinking where to put the cradle. Huh? Oh, what a strong grip you have. He liked you. The cradle, dear. Well, the cradle. Should go in Emmy's room, of course. He'll need to be with his mother, Ada. He'll need to be with his mother, Ada. Right. Yes, of course he will. He'll have everything he needs here. Dad, thank you. I was coughing up a storm. Ernest, I thought you quit smoking those horrid things. This is my last one, okay? I've got the tea ready, Emmy. Let's sit you two down in the kitchen. Ernest, you'll come get us once you've got Emmy's old room cleaned out. Yes, dear, I will. Yep, time to quit. Damn. Impressive. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why I pressed start. But I did. Oh, there's actually another room. Yeah, back at the, up to the top of this place. I hope I can get to it without having to go across the entire room. Oh no, I can just do this. Woohoo! Hopefully it don't lead elsewhere. Oh god, it does. Shit. Maybe they'll link together. This is a kitchen. Dear Rick, remember when I said my goal was to be the CTO of a company? New goal. Machine learning is the future and I want to be a part of that. Even small steps forward in AI can have huge, immediate, tangible applications. Deep Connect is built on harvesting thousands of raw dating profiles to genuinely improve people's lives. LL isn't about a fast hookup. This is about something long-lasting. More about machine learning algorithms. I wonder, does the Baron family work with artificial intelligence? Looks like the letter is to Rickon from someone else. You're right, but it's damaged. The signature is missing. I wonder if we'll find the other half. Oh, there's a note on the fridge. Happy birthday, Rick Honey. Hope your grandparents aren't driving you too crazy. I just landed my first major writing gig on a TV show called Miss Detective. Not my dream job, sure, but it pays the bills. Maybe I can fly you out soon. I'll take you to see that Cosmo Jam movie. I've heard kids your age are going crazy for it. Love you, Mom. Oh! He was living with his grandparents. It's hard to grasp, but people really flew to meet with each other in the pre-collapse. Oh yes, jetpacks. On airplanes, Commander. Of course, right. Airplanes. This note also shows people marked birthdays as special events. A tradition we still honour at Ares, without their mother there to help celebrate. True, in Rick's case, I wonder why. Another memory. InView Monthly, June. Filling the top spot of the InView watch list is the talented mind behind Indie Darling the Teacher's Assistant. Emmy Barron has received a nod from the Academy for both Best Writing and directorial debut following its successful theatrical release. The film's deliciously awkward romance tells the story of a young college student falling head over heels for her poetry professor. While catching the eye of many critics, the all-too-real depiction of a love-struck student has caused some to wonder whether the work is autobiographical in nature. Oh. So is that who the father is then? The teacher? Oh dear. This won't be Emmy Barron's first time in the spotlight, mind you. 3 years ago she wrote surprise hit Daughter of Oil, the heart-wrenching tale of an oil tycoon's child forced to betray her father's darkest secret. Rumour has it, she's not about to slow down, signing another movie deal with Treble Pictures. Details are scarce on the dramatic horror titled The Child Who Couldn't Breathe. Oh god, don't say that's a film about her son. That's in a bit poor taste. Oh damn. Yeah, she's moved up in the world. Yeah, God, I really hope that other whoa. Oh, I saw the glitch again, that kind of creeped me out. Jesus. Yeah, it popped up here. Alright, whatever. Just seeing things. I fucking hope I am. But no, yeah, it's just in a bit poor taste if she's making a film about her son having trouble breathing. Flyover, A Quiet Place, poems by Emmy. On the plane he said, "You live in a state I fly over." I asked, what's it like meeting the line your points connect? He said if I had known, I would have driven instead. I wish I could say I took him to the shadows his planes cast on amber fields, and showed him a beauty you can't see from the sky. I love this poem, it flows really well, but is Texas a flyover state? Nope, she wrote this in college. She went to school in Indiana before she had me and moved back to Texas. And so there's the memory. I don't like the fact I saw the glitch thing. Again. Okay, Ricky, what's your favourite nowadays? Should I add corn to this? No corn, mushrooms. Ah, mushrooms. You want the kind that makes you big, right? Like Superb Mario. Oh my god, how many references does this game have? Uh-huh. What she said. Oh dear. What are you thinking, Em? Alright, I guess we're having this conversation. Yes, we are. Dragging Rick around the country, that's no way to raise a child. Oh, advice from the person who raised me so well. Oh dear. You're making this about us? It's not. This is about Rick. He needs stability. He needs a place where he'll grow healthy. He's never going to be healthy, Mom. He'll struggle his whole life and there's nothing we can do about it. Let's eat leaves too, Grandpa. Leaves? Oh, leaves? What leaves? The red leaf. I didn't get a red leaf. What's it do? You get to fly. Maybe a bay leaf will do the trick. Still on about Super Mario. When I look at Rick, I see a beautiful child I'm doomed to lose. And I can't. You plan to leave him with us, then fly off to Los Angeles or wherever else. If not now, then eventually. That's where the work is, Mom. You can't run from your own son, Emmy. Here, taste this and tell me what you think. Needs more onions. Rick wants to stay here. You know we'll welcome him. Your father and I adore the boy, but he'll resent you when he's older. You know that. If he gets older. Emmy. Jesus. People from the pre-collapse. I guess I imagined they would be so different from us. Me too. But they weren't. They were just people. People who would abandon their child. We don't know the full circumstances here. This is just a slice of a moment that happened 300 years ago. A moment where a mother decided the pain of losing her son was too great. So she ran from him to start a life somewhere else. She knew he'd be cared for. The thought of losing her only child must have been horrifying. I can only imagine. Well, I don't have to. Better move on, Professor. I don't think I like this room. Oof. I suppose that is fairly rough, given the fact the commander has lost his, had lost his child. So he knows it all too well. Ah, there we go, it does connect. Perfect! Oh, in that case, I don't actually have to go back into that room. No, these are plungers. These probably belong in the bathroom. Why were they in the art studio? They're art supplies. My grandmother was inspired by odd things. I'll put them in the basement. Rick. Some kind of pre-collapse ornaments. They're lovely. Very uniform. You don't know what a plunger is. Noah has these? Now that I think about it, your toilets are a little strange. Professor, these are, tools. Yes, they're tools. Oh, what's their function? Well, they're, they, suck the poop. You know what? I'll tell you all about them later. I look forward to that. I love how all he said, they suck the poop. Ooh, this one's a little, different. How so? You really can't tell? Well, it appears to be made from plaster, like the others. Am I right, Aurora? Correct, also detecting various metals and plastics. I can deduce that plaster and metal were common materials for such things. What it says about the people of the Sunken City, hard to say. Professor, this statue sticks out like a green thumb. It's horrible. It's kind of comforting, to be honest. They may have been an advanced civilization, living on a clean planet with a wealth of technology, but that doesn't mean every sculpture was a masterpiece. I still don't see how this one's worse than the others. You really don't? Thinking about it, Ares doesn't keep art around like Noah does. No need for it. Oh, trust me, you're in dire need of some art. But not this art. Right, not this one. Okay. What else have we got then? Alright, I can go a bit further down. Aha! Ooh, damn. Wealth of books. And notes. There's the Roomba. Meow meow kitty. Your cat vac order has been placed. Vroom! Your delivery will arrive soon. Soon. Clean arrives to your floor for healthy something. What name for your only cat vac? Call it Cat Vacuum for your agreement. 2006. Thank you for being a long-time subscriber to Earthbound Magazine. We're sad to see you go. If you change your mind, we'd love to offer you a year subscription for 50%. That's right, you can come back for only $12.49 a year. We've got some great issues ahead covering diverse topics like swimming with the dolphins, hiking the rainforest, and the bird watching in the Sahara. Come back anytime and explore the Earth with us. Thank you for choosing Infinihome. Your order has been completed. Your installation session is scheduled for October 23rd at 9:45 AM. Please remember that access to your basement may be required for Infinihome hub installation, as it will require integration with your home's main electric breaker. If you have any questions or need to reschedule your installation, please call customer support at 800-692-7753. Okay, wow, that's all I had to read for the memory. Damn. We got 2 more books though. Or notes. Is this a menu? Experience the future of home convenience. Introducing Infinihome, a smart system for the modern family home. Offering a full suite of services and conveniences, Infinihome can provide home safety with InfiniSafe digital door keypad and security, exploration, look up cooking recipes and instructions, entertainment, record TV shows for later viewing, also take notes, set reminders, connect with friends and family, emergency 911 services, and much more. Nice. We have a book. The biggest sale of the year. Houston Jack Pull-Up presents the annual summer blowout sale with up to 75% off select stores. It's your time to see the widest selection in clothing, mattresses, floor coverings, furniture, winterwear, and decor. There are over a dozen stores to visit. The selection of goods at Houston Jackalope is second to none. Betty's Boundless Boutique, up to 30% off. Amino Beauty Facial Acid, 12 ounces. Sweep away clogged pores with the gentle power of acid. Oh wow, that sounds painful. Buy one get one free. Amigo Ant Smoothie and Jam. Order one medium sippy drink or larger. Receive one small sippy drink free. Not valid for protein plasmid. Okay. Fair enough. Oh god. I don't like the glitches. They freak me out. Oh wow. He actually grew up. Hope you're holding up, Grandma. Well, I don't know. I'm glad the mourners are gone. I don't think Ernest would have cared for this whole ordeal. All these people fussing like this? At least they left casseroles. You won't have to cook for months. I like cooking. True, but this way you can focus on your art. Are you sure you don't want me to stay another night? I'll be fine, Rick. Go, live your life. Don't deprive the pretty girls of Atlanta of your presence. Grandma, you know I'm not seeing anyone right now. Oh, so you say. Your grandpa had a feeling too. If there's no girl now, there will be soon enough. A handsome boy like you doesn't stay single forever. You know, he'd always say... Oh, Rick. Just look at you. I'm so proud. Your grandpa was very proud of you too. I know, Grandma. Aww. I don't like the glitch things. They creep me out. This door is locked. A temperature variation would indicate this leads to a room outside the main structure. A garage or greenhouse, perhaps. Keep your grapes peeled for the key. I will. Alright, we have to go to the north end. And I'm guessing that's where we'll probably find the key? Yeah, just the glitching stuff is... It kind of freaks me out, not gonna lie. Oh, wow. A dead thing. Ooh. Interesting. Omega Shinsu Saga... I don't know what VX is. That's not 60, is it? No. Well, that'd be 5 and 10. But it'd be XV if it was 15. No idea. First edition? Now this is an important relic. Aurora, please flag this for salvage and make sure my name is attached. Go ahead and flag it, please, Aurora. Yes! Oh my god. I will admit, even though this game's not... like, it's not scary at all, it is slightly unnerving. Just with the... well, mostly because of the glitches. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. The End of an Ice Age. A Quiet Place poems by Emmy. Ice-glazed eyes, scrapped clear, sea white blue, snowy roads passing, frost-dripped trees, slow winding, powdered meadow, empty but a solitary shadow. Tires crunch till warm eyes open, light-filled, mouth smiling, welcome home. Burnt coffee, ground long ago. Thor's hands, soft words after long silence, here we are, a home away at the end of an ice age. This is cozy. I've never driven in snow, but it kinda makes me want to. I've had a hard time figuring out where to put this poem. We visited our old college friends one winter. I think my mom and I experienced the same surreal feeling that inspired this poem. You picked a good spot. The dining room deserves more coziness. Ever seen snow? No, of course not. Only in video archives. Sometimes I wonder if Earth is still capable of snow. Perhaps at the poles, it's hard to say. Would it really crunch? I thought snow was fluffy like clouds. I wish I knew. Maybe it's both. Yeah, when you look at it, it's fluffy. And then you step on it and it crunches. I never imagined we'd discover a dragon. I'm fairly sure we still haven't. You sure? A special wingless dragon? What species of non-dragon animal is this, Aurora? It is an alligator... Mississippiensis. Excuse me? Also known as an American alligator. I doubt it was a pet, though it does look well fed. Amazing. What a monster. Oh no. Before we find out, Rick got eaten. Oh no, they ate it. Maybe. Sure is nice to sit down to a dinner like this. Rick, you shouldn't have made all this. It wasn't that much work, really. Oh. Here's something. What was that? Eat up, dear. Don't let Rick's hard work go cold. It really is delicious. Great job on the beans. Thanks, Grandpa. Wait, I heard it too. Oh god, what is it? It's coming through the wall. Oh, it actually... oh. He had a sword? I'll save you, grandmother. No, Rick, you condition. I'll fight the beast with a firm handshake. And good old-fashioned elbow grease. What the fuck? Aurora, pause. That was excellent. Why did you stop? I want to see the whole battle. What was the estimated accuracy of that protection, Aurora? Estimated accuracy of memory, 38%. Far too low. I thought Aurora was showing us the past. She is, as best she can anyway. Aurora relies on scanned information, details big and small, the arrangement of chairs, dust on the floor. This room is brimming with data and memory, but not always the most accurate memory. So, how'd the skeleton get here? We may never know. Oh god, not again. Reactivating archaeograph. Aurora? I'm having difficult... Oh, not again. His body. Like last time? What is this? Aurora, can you stop it? Dark getting darker. Drink Drink. Vulnerable. Aurora, stop. How could too elaborate, grey skies, pressure, bloom... Did it say bloom just now? It did. Very curious. Growing old. Old saying. Eat, eat, eat up. Careful, Professor. We don't know what that thing can do. Oh god, what is it? Save you, grandmother. Brimming battle. I'm not afraid. I am. Vulnerable. There's a reason for this. You saying I failed? Beautiful night. Stop. Huh. Memory complete. Aurora, system check now, please. 100%, 100%, 74%, 71%. Just like before. Memory complete. It was so disjointed, so odd. The words didn't make sense, yet I felt there was something underlying the words, an emotion. Almost like poetry. Creepy poetry. I'm forming a theory. Aurora, is it possible these erratic projections are some kind of archaeograph error? That is possible, Professor. It became difficult to disengage. There is no specific error to report. You're still unable to identify the exact cause. Sadly, yes, that is correct. It's alright, Aurora. This all started in the office upstairs. A corruption, or confusion in memories. Do you believe in ghosts, Professor? No, Commander. No, I don't. But you may still be on the right track. Okay, so we got that memory. Where else can we go? Oh, we still need to find the key. Yeah, our key. We don't have a key. Did I read this? Yeah, I did. End of an ice age. Oh, nice. A nice big room. Earthbound Magazine, September edition. Carbon Capture Crystals. Acting Editor Roderick St. Clair. A research group out of Houston, Texas... out of Houston Tech, assisted by XL Corporation and funded by an EPA grant, is making great strides in a novel carbon capture technology using a crystal compound that binds to the greenhouse gas. Huh. The XL Corporation has done a field test outside of Houston using their existing carbon capture infrastructure to siphon gas into an underground field of crystals, as a way of demonstrating how this process can be used in regions unable to use existing water-based capture methods. Though not as efficient as bedrock methods, this system could be used across large areas of desert in the southwest to help the US hit their carbon reduction targets by 2030. Reducing carbon with crystals. Never heard of this method. Maybe because it didn't work. Or they were simply too late. A good scientist doesn't jump to conclusions. True. Wait, what else have we got? We got a... Oh, there's a key. I found a key! Oh, this doesn't lead anywhere else. Perfect. Aurora is scanning plastic plants. And rocks, some kind of art piece. I believe this is a tank for displaying aquatic life. Ares keeps similar fish breeding tanks in the lower levels. They're much larger than this, of course. Oh, at NOAA we use an old swimming pool. The fish died decades ago. Decades ago, though. Now we eat the algae. Algae, whatever. It smells terrible. Remind me, what was NOAA before the collapse? They say it was a religious building. I've seen a few relics from that time. When the collapse happened, people gathered there to survive. The founders sealed off the windows as best they could, but over time the bloom got in more and more. Now less than a third of it is habitable, including an old swimming pool for food. Right, in Jackson Square, where we grew vegetables. Why is it called Jackson Square? I, never asked. That's just what we call it. So much history lost. I know I can be slightly impatient when it comes to the stories they tell at NOAA. I forget how much your colony must have struggled over the decades. You didn't have the luxury of a self-sustaining compound. Scientists didn't design your air filtration system. It's impressive you survived at all. Some of us did. Those that didn't became stories. Oof. Rough. Right, so we have a book, a key, and a book. Harry Puter and the Prism algorithm. Oh god. Harry and that person looked at each other. It's not too late to turn back, Harry. Harry bit his cheek, staring at the executable, isn't it? Once you connect that thing to the tech web, the fight starts for real. NetSec will never stop hunting you. We've been fighting the hive mind in the shadows for years. Now it's time to play on our turf. Harvey poised to begin the data stream. Harvey, wait! Nimosine breathed. Think about this. How can you be sure it won't join in with the hive mind? Harvey hadn't considered this. He stopped to contemplate the idea of an AI so powerful it could recompile its own netcode. Then what would the hive mind be capable of? We can't, Harvey said at length, but he clenched his fist. We haven't got a choice, don't you see? Nemesign. If we don't stop the hive mind now, it'll destroy everything we care for, or care about. I only care about you, Harvey. He turned to face Nemesign and saw a fiery determination he hadn't seen since the Hex trials, before she'd lost her ability to batch process. Harvey knew it had to be done then, even if he was netlocked in the process. Nemesign would never be safe until the hive mind was defeated. Then help me win this fight, he said. She gave a small nod, then turned to hide the tears welling in her eyes. Harvey checked the firewall log for hive mind attacks. There were none yet, but that would soon change. He launched the executable. Hello world, Guardian was born. Ooh damn. Hot damn. Right, there's the key. Woohoo! A key! It could unlock anything. A secret vault, a secret laboratory, a secret zoo. Well, the label on the keychain says garage. Oh, that's good too. If I remember right, that was off the foyer. I'll head back there. Not until I've seen the memory. We won't. Well, what else we got? Oh god. Every time that happens, my fucking heart sinks. Makes me jump. Some kind of small controller. It has the same label as the CatVac thing in the other room. I'll flag it for the salvage team. With power, maybe they'll still work together. Maybe. So how am I doing? 45 of 89. Shit. Is there anything that can be done for him? They said any operation would be a huge risk. They're all new, mostly unproven surgeries. He's struggling to breathe more frequently lately. How long can we wait to decide? Grandma, Grandpa, I found a turtle by the lake. A big king turtle. Why, that's wonderful, Rick. Have you thought of a name? Mm-hmm. He's named King Shell. Not Browser, like that game you play. No, Grandpa, Browser is a bad guy. King Shell is good, and slow. Why don't you take him to the garage, and we'll make him a castle? Ooh, okay. Don't run, Rick. We need to be careful with him. Without his mother here, I know, dear. He'll be just fine with us. You'll see. So that still stays at 45. But if that's... I wonder if that actually means much. So like currently we're at 45 of 89. I'm wondering if that's significant. Like, does that mean I'm over halfway through the game, or not? Okay, I can't highlight the rock or the rubble. Fine. The key we found fits perfectly. I'm going in. Oh, I thought it was blood. Kind of creeped me out then. Oh dear, what happened? There's a car, toolbox. Oh wow, King Turtle! Oh no. Oh god, this place is pretty big. We have stairs too. Modern Artiste. Ada Baron, A Road from Creativity to Creation by Walt de Vere. Entertainment in the modern era often means creating new approaches to mediums, unique above all others in the worldwide static field. Art must often polarize in order to get reception on the digital airwaves. When success emerges, the question remains the same as always. Who is the artist? What is it they convey? One Houston artist has found her own frequency in the form of sculpture, and people are tuning in. We sat down with Ada Baron to get her take on the Texas landscape. How do you strike oil in a field of electricity? Ada gives an elegant and confident laugh. Meeting the demands of an audience is second hand to the power of inspiration, the force that drives all artists. I define my path through sculpture. That's not for everyone, of course, but those who still see beauty in the physical will take notice. Mixing mediums and meaning, Ada's work represents both the mythical, and I was going to say mystical, the mythical and the modern. Metal meets memory card. The digital world is ignored at the peril of the artist, of course. It's all around us. We're absolutely surrounded by technology, and thus we're surrounded by art as well. The internet is a canvas too, dear. That must have been King Shell. What is it? Detecting wood, varnish, metal, screws, and the remains of a turtle. The bottom reads, King Shell, peaceful ruler and beloved pet. Turtle? What's that? You know what a tortoise is? Of course. Same thing. I've never seen one, of course. Is this how people treated their animals? A burial ritual for beloved pets, perhaps? So there's the memory. I wonder if that glitch thing only ever shows up when the memory is completed. Detecting a high quantity of technological components. Nice looking ride. How many miles per gallon do you think it gets, Aurora? Per gallon? Of gasoline. That's what cars use for fuel. I've always wanted to rev up a gas engine, really feel the combustion, you know? This vehicle appears to be more advanced, it's electronic. Ooh, like KITT. A pre-collapse legend, a car that could speak and drive itself. That's from... oh god, what was the film? I think it was Knight Rider. It fought crime by running people over. Fascinating. Could this be the kit? What advanced components do you see, Aurora? Multiple cameras and sensors, steering control, temperature control, navigation satellite link, an array of system gauges, heated seats. Heated seats? Ooh. Any chance of restoring the kit's power? The battery cells have degraded beyond repair. Still, this is a nice find. Please flag this for the salvage team. What else have we got? Some of those tools look like they're in usable condition. The way they're displayed makes them seem very important. I thought people in the pre-collapse had robots to do all the work for them. You know, build their houses, cook their meals. Maybe the barons were considered old-fashioned. Oh, there we go. Right, so does a glitch show up? No. Alright. Hand me that claw hammer, Rick. This one? Close. The next one... Oh, the one next to it, with the big yellow handle. Once this castle is built, we'll fit it with lots of leaves and duckweed. Big Shell. Big Shell will be right at home. King Shell. Oh right, of course. King Shell. This castle will be one of a kind, you know. When you make something with your hands, it becomes unique. Oh. That's one thing your grandma and I have in common, you see. We like working with our hands. Ow! Damn, dag-nabbit. Oh no, the nail bent. That's okay, it still helps hold the castle together. Even if it's a little bent, it still does its best. In fact, I think that's our lucky nail. Oh. It, looks like your grandma raided my paint supply again. We have red or blue? Purple. Sorry, Ricky, no purple. Mix red and blue together, Grandpa. That makes purple, you sure? Mm-hmm. Grandma taught me. Well, aren't you too smart? Yep. Aw, that was cute. The door looks unreasonably heavy. It would be nice to open it eventually. I think it has a powered mechanism to lift it, though I don't see a button for it. Well, shit. Where's the glitch? Nowhere. Whoa. Oh god, where are we now? A basement. Oh right, yeah, we are actually. Oh, this is where the power is! Finally! Macro Environment Alliance, January. New Year, New Earth by Roderick St. Clair. A clean slate is a great feeling. A new year means an opportunity to get a fresh start on improving life. But what about the Earth? Doesn't our planet deserve a fresh start as well? Every year, Americans take Earth's gifts for granted, without giving back. Here are a few ways you can add Save the Planet to your list of New Year's resolutions. Save water by using paper plates. Wait, that would... what? That would make no more sense. Like, yeah, you'd save water, but at the same time you'd create more rubbish, because you're using disposable plates. Okay, so water is Earth's most important natural resource. By using disposable plates and silverware, you can cut down on running the dishwasher. Open the windows. It's simple, letting the fresh air into your home will put you in an Earth-conscious mindset. If you're thinking about the Earth, you can help improve it. Mow the lawn less. Try cutting the grass once every 2 weeks, instead of every week. Think of the grass as Earth's circulatory system. By cutting too often, you'll remove potentially important minerals from the environment. Buy a potted plant. Where your three-story house now sits, there used to be trees. Give a small piece of your home back to nature by keeping an indoor plant or two. Add beans to your diet. While beans aren't for everyone, they're a great source of iron and potassium, giving healthy eaters more energy to help the Earth. Isn't that nice? So what have we got? Another note. Oh, it's a poem. Oh, maybe not. Echoes and Ember's Design, version 1, Rick and Baron. The dungeon. Filled with ghouls, the undead shambles of those who died under the Warlock's treatments. The hero can choose to fight, sneak their way out, or recite an incantation to frighten the ghouls off. Locked away in the deepest cell is a strong power source hidden within a woman. Even after the ghouls are defeated, she refuses to be freed. Only a poem can release her energy. Are you saying players have to romance some crazy dungeon lady? What kind of energy are we talking about? It's a metaphor. You'll see during the playtest. It's almost done. He was making a game. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to look at this. What? Okay. This appears to be the central access point for the building's electricity. I believe installing a power source would partially restore electricity. Commander, that would allow us to collect even more data throughout the house. Are you there? The rover signal is barely perceptible, Professor. The commander likely did not receive your communications. It must be the basement. The comms has trouble at this depth. I'm curious to examine this access point. Let's get a closer look. Ah, Christmas lights. People of the pre-collapse would gather once a year to untangle them. Ares records indicate a tree was also involved. In what capacity? It would be killed and displayed. A ritual killing? Strange how the holiday has changed over time. Now we just eat tree-shaped cookies. That sounds fantastic. Hey, I'm down for eating more food. Interesting. There's already a modification here for a digital device. Aurora, would it be impossible to install one of the small core cells from my suit? Yes, it would. However, such a procedure would require you to permanently sacrifice a portion of your suit's energy. I'm aware of that. Current small core power reserves are at 51%. I'm aware of that too. There's a good chance restoring power will give us access to powered artifacts, right? Correct. Electronic devices played an important role in pre-collapse civilization. At this rate, we haven't found anything that could lead us out of the house. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with only half the pieces. The commander would likely disapprove of this action, as it lowers your chances of immediate survival. Yes, he would. Do it. Understood. Preparing to decouple interpreter suit power, grounding check, compensation for voltage, uninstalling Aurora small core cell 283, ejecting Aurora small core cell 283. Let's hope this works. Whoa! Oh my god, we actually have power. Suit small core successfully integrated, power has been partially restored throughout the compound. Excellent. I'm detecting multiple new electronic data points. Scanning. Everything alright? Yes, Professor, please hold. Oh no. What's hiding down here? Old storage. I don't come down here much. I guess your mom and I like hanging out in the same spots. Hmm? Did you hear something? Professor, there's an Infinihome system present. It appears to be installed throughout the premises. Interesting. What does it do? Oh god. Hello and welcome to Infinihome. Date invalid, please set date. It appears to be an electronic assistant of some kind. It's speaking to us? Hello, Infinihome. Hello and welcome to Infinihome. Does not appear to be sentient. I'm detecting a large amount of stored data, however. Infinihome appears to have monitored and recorded much of the Baron family's interactions. If the commander were listening, I'm sure he'd say that was mega creepy. Direct scanning of Infinihome nodes could unlock new memories throughout the house. Wonderful. What are we waiting for? Let's get back upstairs and collect what we can. Hell yeah. So where are we? Oh my god. Oh, that's what that means. Right. So the memory on the right-hand side means Infinihome memories. That's cool. Oh, I think that's saying, please respond. If you can hear me, Professor. Commander, I'm here. Phew, good to hear your voice again. The rover picked up some really interesting readings. Electrical spikes below ground. Everything okay down there? Yes, Aurora and I restored power to the house through the breaker. Restored? But how? Well, I doubt you're going to like this. Wait a second. You didn't. I used one of the small cores from my suit. I don't like it. I still have enough power to get out. Define enough. Remaining suit power 38%. What? You've put your safety at risk, Professor. That's unacceptable. It was my decision to make, Commander. If I'm going to find a way out of the sunken city, I need data. Aurora has detected several new artifacts throughout the house, all of them powered. The house also has an electronic system which monitored the family's activity. I can learn more about them by viewing the logs in each room. It monitored their activities? That's mega creepy, actually. Listen, Professor, I didn't mean to blow up at you just now. Learn what you can, go room by room if you need to. Just look after yourself, okay? Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Professor, might I suggest initiating a room scan? Sure, Aurora, let's take a look. There it is. Oh, there's two. As suspected, this room contains some of the powered artifacts I detected. Good, let's see what we can learn from them. First and foremost, we have this. Ah, that's Rickon! Goddamn, he's old. Rickon all grown up and with a girl. Pretty sure we've seen evidence of her around the house. This woman is Mira. Right, Mira. You don't miss a beat, Aurora. Well, now we know what she looks like. Updating entity profile. Calibrating, error, calibrating, projection template, identifying personality, alone. Oh, not again. Activating archaeograph. So that's who that is. Mira, I guess. Alone, completely alone. That's her. Interesting. Without you. Aurora, listen, I don't think this is a memory. Not really. You know what's causing this craziness? It is coming down. So much to finish, beautiful. Not exactly, but I have an idea. It was her in the office when the problem began. There could be a connection. To see her this way. Fading skies. What is it about Mira, Aurora? Try to focus. Complete the projection. Focus complete. Good, Aurora, you're doing well. Oh, so well. One more time, Aurora. Ember? Processing. Professor. I believe the error has been rectified. That's her. Mira. So, you've resolved the issue. I don't get it. Is this woman some kind of troublemaker? No, Commander, my internal systems were the issue. How so? My inability to pass nuanced sensibilities. Unrecognizable emotional responses led to a sort of leak. Gross. Sorry, please go on. This cascade effect sent uncategorized data to the archaeograph, in the form of the red shadow entity. Correct. I could not understand nor control the output, but now it's been fixed? Yes, Commander. The cascade was resolved by Mira herself. With her projection in place, I have adapted my categorization handler to sort future unpassed information. While it may take me time to understand the data, I believe I can prevent its erratic nature from contaminating other systems. No more gross leaks. Ah, good. You're learning more every day, Aurora. Trust me. We humans having trouble understanding our own sensibilities. Now then. I assume we can expect to see Mira in some of the memories from now on. Yes, it appears she spent a good deal of time in this house. Excellent. In that case, let's continue with this room. I'm still eager to see what powered artifact can show us. Aurora? We're glad you're alright. Thank you, Commander. Ah, there's another memory. They're actually a different colour, too. So what else is there? Literally just the wall. Looks like a speaker or something. Home. Okay. Device link. So, it's so nice out, I wish it were the weekend. You mean aside from the tremors? Yeah, that was a little weird. I haven't bothered to turn on the news. Me neither. Hey, so I'm pretty busy. Oh, sorry, will you be around later? Not really. Sorry, just really into my work right now. End of content. Okay. Give me your email. There's something I wanted to tell you about anyway. I just don't have time right now. Sure, you know I kind of prefer email anyway. rbaron@amori.edu. Cool, I'll probably have my head down for the rest of the week. Any plans for the weekend? Congratulations, your order has been placed. Buck, speak like you mean to. A tale of self-confidence. Buck, the Shy Hulud Rider's Manual. Hello, new user, and congratulations on your new Infinihome installation. I'm here to assist you with your new smart home integration. What the? Command unknown. What the? Please restate your command. Example, what is on TV tonight? How do I bake a chocolate cake? You can even set a timer. This is the entity we encountered in the basement after power restoration. The Baron family must have had it installed throughout the house, and it monitored the people in the house. Infinimonitor enabled, I see and hear everything. If your goal is to overthrow humanity, Infinity Drone, I've got news for you. Show overcast humidity news too. Overcast skies are detected, don't forget your umbrella. That's not what I said at all. Searching for recipe, not eat ice salad at all. No network connection detected. Okay, I'm less worried now. If I may interrupt this primitive machine, Professor, please do. It seems the data from power devices is enough to project a new memory. A second memory? Excellent, Aurora. Watch and learn, Infinihome. Please set time and date. Not now. There we go. So every room has a new memory. Mira, are you okay? You're bleeding. I'm okay, it's just a cut. I was in here looking for a power strip. That tremor shook your grandpa's tools right off the shelf. I tried catching one like a fool. This looks pretty deep. Sorry, I should have been more careful. Don't be. I should have moved these tools weeks ago. The tremors have been getting more frequent. Yeah, it's hard not to think about it. I'm not worried. Really? You aren't worried about the planet? Human resilience and innovation is tremendous. Maybe it's my engineering nature. I believe there's always a solution. I think people can benefit the planet. They just have to care. Assuming humans survive their own greed. You're always so optimistic about the good in people. Not this time. I want to be. Contemplating catastrophe just messes me up. Come on, let's get this cleaned and bandaged. There we go. There were signs that something was wrong. How could anyone anticipate the collapse, though? To think that everything these people knew would soon be destroyed. Suffocated by CO2 and corrosive algae. We are the human resilience Mira was talking about. For all we know, Noah and Ares are the last two human settlements on the planet. I know it's something we don't like to talk about. Ares and Noah both do what's needed to survive, but do you really think we'll last another 3 centuries on this planet? We could be wrong. What if there are far more people left than we realise? It took a 300 years for our colonies to find each other, and that was a combination of desperation and luck. Well, there's no sort of shortage of desperation. I want to believe there are other survivors out there. I sometimes even fantasize that they exist outside of the bloom. That they found a way to suppress the bloom. They don't know we're still trapped inside. Ares colony will fail, Commander. There's still time left. Not as much as you think. What do you mean? I mean the technology keeping Ares operational is nearly beyond repair. Systems are dying, Aurora has struggled to keep it all managed. The components we salvage here will be able to replace some of it. True, but look at this place. The sunken city looks to be one house that fell into a sinkhole. A few tablets and AC adapters won't keep humanity on its feet for long. The people of the pre-collapse thought their world would last forever. Even those who saw the warning signs were too late to do anything about it. We can't repeat that mistake. Huh, so there's that. So is this still blocked? I wonder. We have power, now how does this door open? There's usually a button, I think. The trigger appears to be damaged, Professor. There must be another way to operate it. Well, it's electric. Maybe one of the powered memories will give us a clue. It's a long shot, I'll keep exploring. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't mind exploring the rest of this area first. So now we're here. Unknown visitor, hey, it's me. Oh, Ra-Lick, are you home? New visitor profile, Mira, created. Visitor Mira departed, user Rick departed. Visitor Mira arrived, visitor Mira departed. Unknown visitor, hello there, I am Divrom Cash Cable, anyone there? Possible mail carrier detected, no greeting given. Okay. Mira detected, heyo! Possible animal detected, no greeting given. No greeting given, okay. There's another memory. Wow, that one finished instantly. Jesus. What's this one then? Thanks again for the ride. I had fun. Yeah, me too. Good night. Good night, Mira. We stayed out pretty late. I guess it's getting dark. Yeah, I should hit the road. Good night, Rick. Good night. Good night. Oh, you're so happy. Phew. Mira. Huh. No problem. Thanks for coming back over. It was nice to finally see this place. More than just the foyer, I mean. I still can't believe you live here by yourself. It's not all that bad. Sure, that would be great. We could watch that movie you were talking about. Cyborg Nanny Cop? Let's do it. I'll text you. Looks like it's getting pretty dark out. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the road, but before I go... Here. Oh. For me? Yeah, you convinced me to give it a try. You have to write me back, though. I will, I told you. I love letters. Don't expect anything too special, though. Oh, in there. I'm not used to writing like that. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be great. Don't be ridiculous. I liked your answer. You tackle problems much differently than I do. Want to answer one more from the list? Actually, that was the last question. That was number 36. Really? So we're done? Not quite. It says now we're supposed to look in each other's eyes. For 2 minutes. 2 minutes? That's way too long. You were the one who said you wanted silence, remember? I mean sharing the silence in the same room, not silently staring. This is different, it feels more vulnerable. I'll be vulnerable too. Okay, this is about sharing your experiences, right? It'll be good data for Deep Connect. Yeah, exactly. Okay, timer set. Okay. You can't laugh. Shh. Time's up. That was intense. Yeah, more intense than I thought. I actually feel a little off balance. You're still staring. Yeah. You've got these lighter brown flecks around the edges of your iris. I hadn't noticed before. They're really nice. It's getting dark out. Yeah, I guess I should hit the road. You don't have to. I don't want to go. Yeah? Yeah. Aww. Got anything to drink? Yeah, I think I can whip something up. Oh, damn. Go, Rick. Ricky boy. Nothing new. We're gonna go for... I'll go to the left first. God, that thing is creepy. No, because if I go to the left first, it leads to a dead end, whereas if I go to the right, it doesn't. How am I supposed to get back to the rest of the house? Professor? I've been scouting for holes like the one you, discovered. This little valley seems to contain several of them. I thought if I found you a shallow one, the rover cable could pull you out. Sounds like a risky venture. You just hit the nail in the bed. I almost fell into one a moment ago. Deep one too. Actually, they're all very deep. Just like your poetry. Wow, maybe I did fall. Is this the afterlife? The jokes would be much better. I do appreciate your efforts, Commander. Back to the drawing board once I catch my breath. I'll tell you if anything comes up, or useful comes up. So, anything new in here? Aha! Tablet. Yes. Hey, so let's meet up sometime. Yeah? You decided I'm not too weird? More like you're weird enough. Huh. What do you want to do? Sense Death. It's playing at the Hall Saturday night. Sense Death? Yeah, I'll send you a link. I'm not really into prog rock. It's Screamo. Is that different? What do you usually listen to? Lots of stuff. Amuse, Cold Stage, Talking Mouths. I'm gonna stop you right there. Let's go hiking instead. You offered to take me, right? Well, yeah, I did. My dad said Palmetto was a good place for it. Text me. Here's my number. Okay, so there's that. Because do not complete the memory yet. Do we have a tablet? Hey, did you send me a package? Yeah, it arrived. Hey Mira, I'm sorry, I wanted to do something nice for you. I know it's fine, it's just too elaborate. Let me deal with my own crappy PC, okay? I had to deal with my parents for so long trying to take care of me even after I moved out. If you really want to spend your billions of dollars, get me a pastry there. I'll even pick you up. It's close to Houston. In return, I want to see this house you live in, full of skis and inflatable cactuses. Okay, it's a date, only, what's the matter? I sort of threw out the inflatable cactus. Brick, how could you? And there's the picture. And now the memory completes. A date at a bakery. I've heard about those. People would sit around eating bread. Sounds romantic if you ask me. I imagine they ate something much different than the bread we have at Aries. I once shared a piece of it with someone. I remember I didn't eat again for days. Shared a piece? Yes, years ago. I guess you could call it a date, or my last date. Someone from the genealogy team. They enjoyed bread. And you, I'm guessing. And you, I'm guessing. It was a brief affair. A week later, I was chosen to be Aurora's interpreter. I still don't get that. Do you really need to be so alone? Not alone, Commander. I've told you. The AI interpreter must be dedicated to her role, completely. It's expected for the good of Ares, or for the good of the Ares colony. Well, personally, I think you've missed out. I remember my first date with Luz. We were hungry, so we snuck into the storage cells. They were keeping molasses down there. Luz loved that stuff. We cracked open a small barrel and shared some. That was also our first kiss. Her father caught us. Luz tried to defend me, but I got most of the blame, of course. Totally worth it. You were punished? No isn't big on punishment. When the latter humanity consists of a few dozen people, there's a lot of forgiveness for starving kids, you might say. And as a full-grown man, you'd never steal molasses. Huh, I didn't say that. Like I said, Luz loved that stuff. I had a feeling we were female, just from the body shape, but I didn't say anything. I mostly just assumed that I was a female. Oh damn, what the fuck? On to number 5. How many of these are there again? 36 total. Wow, whew, this is going to be a wild ride. You agreed to help me with my project, right? Absolutely. Ask away. I'm ready. Alright, describe your perfect day. I was not ready. Do I really have to go first? Yep, I answered first last time, remember? Okay, let me think. Start with the weather. Close your eyes if that's easier. Okay, it's sunny. A sunny summer day. Not too hot. We're on a picnic blanket beside a crisp, clear lake. Oh, so I'm in your perfect day. Yeah, why not? Don't ruin it. Alright, keep going. We have a basket of fried chicken, mashed potatoes and green beans, the way Grandma used to cook them. We just sit there for hours. We enjoy the food, each other's company, and the way the breeze comes over the water. That's it, huh? Sounds very peaceful. Okay, what's yours? Alright, I'm sitting at the office. There's light rain on the window beside me. Oh, you're alone? Yep, sorry, just me and my laptop. A nice grey sky means no glare on the screen. I can be the tech vampire I long to be. I'd play music, nobody would distract me. There's a tough problem in the code, but I have an inkling on how to solve it. I know by the end of the day I'll have conquered it. When I get home I'm exhausted but victorious, and I do it all without talking. Wow. Our days are totally opposite. Does this mean we failed the quiz? I don't think so. Besides, it's not a quiz, it's just a tool. Well, I feel like I'm failing your tool. but at least the pastry is good. Huh. That memory wasn't from this room. Interesting. Aurora projected events that took place outside the house. I didn't know that was possible, Aurora. Neither did I, Professor. But the data in this room proved to be enough to replicate Rick and Mira's outdoor trip. If you had enough information about other places, could you project more environments? Possibly, yes. It's too soon to say for sure, but this newfound capability could open up a world of possibilities. Ooh, I can hear the excitement in your voice, Professor. Ha, I love that. Well, emergent behavior is always exciting. Now to see where it leads us. Right, we're going into this room. Professor Zay. Yes, Aurora? I regret your position of isolation. My position of isolation? When I selected you as my interpreter, potential romances were considered irrelevant. Your happiness and enjoyment for the role were both factors. However, your need for a companion was not. I have denied you a liaison. A thing which may have proven dear to you. Oh, Aurora. That's very kind, really. The isolation, well, is both a benefit and a burden. Having a partner would upset the council, but it's always been my decision to make. The data I've collected on Mira, Rick, Emmy, Ernest and Ada, their memories are becoming part of me, also their concern, for loved ones. You really are growing, aren't you? That's remarkable. Thanks to your research, this house is a stepping stone. The more I understand, the more I believe I can help humanity. It is my deepest desire. You know, Aurora, all these years, I haven't been completely without a companion. You've been there. You've helped me through difficult times, whether you've realized it or not. Being the hand of Aurora has always been more than a job to me. We have assisted in each other's growth. Yes, we have. Well, there we go. I was gonna say, I knew the tablet would be one. Okay, that's them at an aquarium. Oh, that's in here, that's this room. Do you have a secret hunch about how you'll die? Is this one of the 36 questions? Yeah, probably my favourite one yet. It'll be raining, an old piece of stage equipment will collapse. Lights and speakers will come crashing down, death by stereo. The wet ground will be electrified, I'll be dead before I hit ground. Wow, a little hardcore, but if that's your hunch. I think I'll die in a protest gone awry, standing on a wooden platform waving a flag of liberty like an old Delacroix painting. A riot cop will shoot me in the chest with a beanbag gun. But do you ever go to protests? Nope, my first one. A martyr for a cause I barely fought for. Tragic. Rick in the Bold, they'd call you. He held our flag high until he slipped from that wooden platform and broke his neck. Should have worn better sneakers. What? No. Slipping is so much less dignified than a beanbag gun. If you say so. Did you see how blue that water was? And those fishes. I didn't know they could look so different. Or could look different. You thought there was only one kind of fish? Well, yeah, I guess so. There were fishes, octopuses, and sharks. Oh, and I know about sponges. When we get back to Ares, I'll show you our records on aquatic life. There were more types of fish than you can imagine. They were quite remarkable. See, Commander? What Ares lacks in fantasy tales, we make up for in catalog data. Sure, but catalog data makes it sound so boring. Is that what you like for now? Deep sea fish will give you nightmares. Bring it on. There's the other memory. And I get the feeling I have to interact with the pad. Order more... carbonate? Order place. Would you like this order charged to Ernesto or Amy? Charged to Emmy. It's Emmy, not Amy. Got it. Inferno Home delivery charging 1 wine, carbonate, whatever, to Amy's account. Oh my god. Anything else you would like ordered? Inferno Home ordering system is listening. Now let me concentrate. A light. Flame. A candle flame. A chance breeze could snuff. Delicate love. Delicate ache in my chest. A house for you to stay. King and queen to hold you up. I fold. My heart's too weak to win this hand. My poor boy. Inferno Home, stop listening. Emmy Barron herself, alone and writing. It's surprising there isn't more of her in this house. I think she was reading aloud says it all. I think she was in pain. She didn't want to be here. She was the poetician of the family. Poet, Professor. Right. Poet. The poetician. Ah, man. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. I can't believe this is your first time to the aquarium. I haven't been to Houston that many times before this. My grandparents used to take me here every year. I'd beg them to go. I wish I had had the chance to meet them. Oh, they would have loved you. You were a hard worker, my grandpa would appreciate that. And like my grandma, you don't hesitate. When you know what you want, you go for it. Once the answer becomes clear, you're unstoppable. People called her eccentric sometimes. She just wasn't big on compromise, at least not when it came to her projects. Lately I feel like I've had to compromise a lot, for Deep Connect's sake. But I know what I need to do to complete it. I think I owe it that to you. That one's looking at us. Hey little guy, you should name him. Stephen. Stephen the fish. After this guy at work, he always needs so much help. He stares at me in meetings when he wants me to fix his problems like I'll just give him all the answers. The way his eyes bulge sort of look like a fish. Maybe we should throw Stephen in this tank. The two Stephens can keep each other company. I couldn't do that to our new fishy friend. Let's dump him in the Gulf. The algae will keep him company. Hey, that fish, Stephen? She's looking out for you. I'm starting to get hungry. How about you? You like fish and chips? Don't listen to him, Stephen. Oh my. Right, so there's that. One more memory down. Oh wait, I wonder if the remote will work. Now the power is on, this controller might free Cat back. Its location is marked on your map as blocked. I hope it works. There we go. So essentially, if something is marked as yellow, it means you can pick it up. Ah. Okay, that's something I just need to remember. The future. Where do I want to go first? All of these rooms are a pain. Yeah, because they don't link together. Not really. We have this one, which is the kitchen. Aha! Something yellow. Oh, I never... Oh, right, yeah. I never looked at this. Filling, boil them taters in a saucepan for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, bud. Drain them. When they're so cool, chop them into... half-inch cubes and let them think about themselves while you work. While your work come pastry magic. Remember, a good samosa needs some love and plenty of naps. Cooling time. Like carrots. I don't know what's fucking voice. Boil those babes next for like 10 to 12 minutes. They join their tubular buddies to chill out. View... Okay, now I can understand why he spoke like that. View recipe on Cooking Daddy-O. New love letter, direct message. Click the accept button to read. Hey, do you still live in Houston? Yeah, I do. Great, I'm Mira. Good to meet you, Mira. Your profile says you live in Austin. That's cool. I have some college buddies from there. That's not strange. I used something else to find you. I actually work for Love Letter. I'm working on their matching system. Oh, I thought you were someone reaching out. You're looking for feedback? No, don't get me wrong. I want to get to know you a little bit. I just also work here. Huh. Oh, I guess I was confused there. Okay, well, I guess I can tell you a few things about myself. Learned to code like 6 years ago, been doing it since. I've worked at Love Letter a couple of years. My family owns a restaurant in Austin. Worked there through high school. I'm 29, but my birthday is in a couple of weeks. What else do you want to know? What do you enjoy doing? Coding is kind of my life. My friends and I go to concerts like BFT and Living Death. Ever go backpacking? Like hiking? No, why? I've been wanting to go, but I don't have anyone to hike with. Whoa there, Rickon. Let me learn more about you. About you first. Sure, of course. Oh, sure, yeah, of course. Call me Rick. Hi, this is Rick. Hey, so, does set work? Like 11? Sure, it's a couple hours to the park. Cool, I'll text you when I'm there. Bring your hiking boots. That reminds me, I should probably buy hiking boots. Sneakers are probably fine. I looked up Palmetto and there are some easygoing trails. I need to take it easy when it comes to exercise. Good. If there's one thing I own, it's sneakers. You aren't secretly a doctor, are you? Nope, sorry. Minus 50 points. Let's just say my parents are picky. I'm more concerned with impressing you right now. Okay, I'll let you know how that goes. See you Saturday. Mira said she went to concerts with friends, BFT and Living Dead. I think those are music groups. Bile Filth Tears, or BFT, was an American band in the late pre-collapse. I nearly said the collapse. Their two albums, The Crying Touch and Heart Scream Injector, were unremarkable in sales. The band toured several United States venues during its 5-year lifespan, but never went international. Ares has their collection on file. I'm impressed. Pardon me. I wouldn't expect Ares folk to be big on music. Some are, some aren't. We have a fairly limited selection. Most of what the founding scientists brought with them. I play ambient electronica while I work, classical symphony in my off hours. Aurora prefers harder stuff. I enjoy a vigorous bass. Right, who doesn't? Is that everything? Oh no, there's a thing on the wall too. Very good. So, hello Infinite Home, can you hear me? Hello unknown user, welcome to Infinite Home. I'm Ernest Barron, don't you remember from yesterday? Error detected in conversation memory. What's on TV tonight? All new episodes of The Biggest Chooser. Oh my god, I love these. instead of The Biggest Loser, followed by the Hard OG. The Hard OG, a troubled man, wants a gangster, risks everything to prove to gangsters that he's still a gangster. You're on the wrong side. You really think you can prove yourself to them? You don't know what a gangster is, or what gangster is. Time's up, gangster. Gunshots, the Hard OG. That sounds terrible, Infinihome. Sorry dear, I think we're out of eggs. Ordering no eggs, Infinihome instant ordering system. Eggs ordered, processed by dozens. Or processed by dozen, with a surcharge of $20.95. How many dozen eggs would you like to order, Ernest? I'm not talking to you, Infini. I'm talking to Ada in the other... Right, yeah. Rick's arriving around 2 and Jackie's stopping by tonight at 9. Oh no! Oh god! Your order of 29 dozen eggs is now being processed. Payment complete. Holy shit, that's like... nearly $500 worth of eggs. Infinihome Kitchen Helper, you said recipe. What recipe would you like to look up? I read the recipe, we should be all set. Master Chef Rick, you remember the whole recipe? Sure, no sweat. I've been cooking a long time, you know? Well, just so you know, I never cook if I can help it. You're missing out, Mira. Trust me on this. The world will eventually eat all meals from packets. Packets? That sounds so bleak. Hey, people are lazy, and packaging keeps getting better. Convenience, Chef Rick. I want super fast jellyfish ready in seconds. I think we'll have drone-delivered meals before that happens. Drones? Now you're talking my language. Oh, there's another. Ooh. What else is there then? Oh, the radio. Oh, it's a toaster. Fucking radio. Welcome to Infinitoaster. Have your emails and eat them too. Re-establishing connection to Infinihome. Infinihome found. Hello Infinitoaster. Hello Infinihome. Retrieving toast messages. New Infinitoaster toast emails in progress. Don't forget to read before you bite. Email composed by Mira. Hold on, Rick. You like Minimizer? Why didn't you say so? They're one of my all-time favorites. Holy crap, we need to see them the next time they're on tour. I'm kind of blown away. And here I thought you only listened to The Meebies and Idaho Train Car. What are you doing? How do you get my emails? New Infinitoaster email in progress. Don't forget to read before you bite. Email composed by Rick. Wait a second. What's wrong with Idaho Train Car? Anyway, I just found the CD in my bathroom. Minimizer Unchained. I once went a whole week listening to Say I Never Said Die on repeat. Rick. No, cut it out. I'm too full to eat more emails. New Infinitoaster toast email in progress. Could I come over sometime and listen to it with you, like, say, tonight? Ooh, sounds like a date. I'm curious. I get the feeling the way this is going to work is we're going to go back into the living room, or whatever that is, unblock the cat thing, in which we'll find a memory that gives us a remote or something that unlocks the garage door. Yeah, that's just the way I think this is going. We'll find out. Simulate memory. Thank you for agreeing to my little experiment. No problem. We're still ordering pizzas after this, right? Yep, a promise is a promise. Okay, so which one first? This one here. Yeah, what was that? Lemon leek. Terrible, horrible, way too good lamb. Okay, worth a shot. Number 2. Want a drink of water first? Nope, it won't help. Lay it on me. This is not bad. A tiny bit of onion and garlic. Only not quite like onion or garlic. So, what is it? Green onion, shallots. Give me another bite. Tell me what it is. I used a Baron onion. Baron onion, named after its creator. I've been reading online. I ordered a bunch of edible varieties from around the world, then tried splicing them together in the backyard. When you told me you hated all onions, I decided I wanted to create one worthy of your taste buds. By the way, did you know there's black garlic? It's used in Korean food. A hidden Rick talent. That's really sweet. So what varieties did you splice together back there? Well, I'm not exactly sure. They weren't labelled, and you're eating the only survivor. It's the best onion thing I've ever had. Think you can recreate it? Probably not. Oh. It was delicious while it lasted. How am I doing? Okay, I've got 62 artifacts. Can I read this? Oh yeah, I did. I do like how it has a little tick to basically tell you you've read. Alright, we have the tablet. Oh, it's the picture. Oh, we actually got to read that before. Oh. So is the only thing in here the thing on the wall? If you could have one quality or ability, what would it be? Another relationship question? Where do you find these? I'll tell you later, just answer it. Like, is this like a superhero ability or just something I could be good at? Superpowers are fine. In that case, I want to see the past. So, time travel? Not quite. I don't want to go back in time, I just want to see it and not change things. People who say they want to time travel always seem like control freaks. Oh yeah? Tell me more. Well, they always want personal gain, like making money on the stock market. And you don't need to make money on the stock market, do you, Mr. Baron? That's not what I mean. Hang on, your answer isn't time travel, is it? Nope, it's way better. First, tell me, why choose to see the past and not change it? I just want to witness how people lived. Every day, life has its own kind of harmony and rhythm, something that can't be explained. We don't get to feel what that was like for past generations. I used to listen to my dad's old records. It was kind of like time travel. The music wasn't half bad. But you were only getting a small slice of that past life. Music can capture the mood of an era, but it's never the same as living it. I see, so you're afraid if you change things you'd ruin the mood. Right. Plus, I'm afraid of time paradoxes. Okay, so I'd want the ability to not eat. I haven't eaten in like 3 hours. Does that count? I'd never need to eat, but I'd still be full of energy. Like photosynthesis. Is eating really that big of a nuisance? I like it sometimes, but it's such a drain on productivity. Isn't texting also a drain on productivity? Oh, you're saying I should get back to work. No, I like it when you're being unproductive. Well, too bad. Talking to you actually helps my work on Deep Connect. How? I'll explain later. Why do I feel like I'm part of some game? Don't worry, I told you the other night I don't like games. Okay. Okay, so there is more. There's one other thing. But... oh! Wait. Oh, that's sneaky. This device has no display. Could it be some sort of digital storage? Confirmed this is a memory card, accessible by other devices such as phones and computers. Can you access the data directly? I believe so. Based on the devices we have scanned so far, it will attempt to replicate the required OS. Interfacing with storage medium identifying file structure, accessing read-write permissions. Success. If you examine this or other memory cards, it will now be able to display its contents. Excellent, well done, Aurora. Now let's see what's on it. Oh damn. Fireworks. Rick. Oh, I can't stop thinking about that movie. You mean like how bad his makeup was? Why didn't they just use the actor's real chin? The chin was so big. They needed him to have the chin of a strong future gangster. I wanted to see the relationship with his future wife more. It was sweet. So you wanted a romance. No way, I teamed up with myself to kill the bad guys. But he wasn't there to team up. He went there to save his future love, the woman that rescued him from a life of crime. Why do men always need a woman to come along and fix them? Not that she was successful. What do you mean? Well, he didn't really go back for her. He went back for revenge. He was still a selfish killer. In the end, I guess he did save her life, though. They'd never meet in the first place. It's still sad. All those moments of peace that they had, none of it would happen. That is sad, but at least she won't get shot. Moral of the story, don't date guys that kill for a living. It ends in heartache. Yeah, first thing tomorrow I'm telling my mob boss I quit. I'll turn in my guns and hitman badge. You're more important, Mira. Huh, that's very sweet. Keep one gun, though. You'll need it to avenge me in a few years. Maybe you're right. Wait a sec, I feel my chin growing. I am future gangster. Oh my god. We're such dorks. All this casual talk of guns and killing. Even joyful times in the pre-collapse involved exploding gunpowder. They had a lot to fight for, I guess. The Noah elders sometimes tell us the old war tales passed down from their grandparents. The Alliance versus the Soylent Union. The Gold War. Gold was very precious back then. Dragons were hunted to extinction for their hoards. More people died than Ares and Noah put together, multiplied by 1,000. Makes you wonder if humanity deserved the collapse. Not when I see this house. People like Rick and Mira are worth celebrating. Their moments are worth saving. You're doing good work here. I've always been caught up in pre-collapse legends and pop culture, but the memories you've unlocked show the pre-collapse that really matters. Thank you, Commander. No, thank you. You worked for years to get here. The Sunken City is your achievement. There we go, memory. Let's just hope I can get into that room where the cat Roomba is. Today was amazing. The sunshine, the food, now this. They're so beautiful. I'm so glad. I've been cooped up in my office. I felt like I'd been neglecting you. I wanted to give you your perfect day, or at least come close. Wait, you mean from the 36 questions? That perfect day? Exactly. Sunshine, hot dogs, and good company. That's wonderful. I didn't even realize. Though I'm pretty sure my answer mentioned fried chicken and potatoes. Are you saying I failed you? Uh-huh. We'll just have to do this all over again. Sorry. Well, okay. I guess we can try again next year. Keep everything else the same, though. This is great. Yeah, it's like this every 4th of July. The atmosphere is incredible. It feels like all of Austin is here to experience it. Sort of what you're trying to do with Deep Connect, right? Bring people together to share moments like these. Well, in a way, yeah. It worked for us, didn't it? Life is so much better when we can share it. There's something powerful about it. Deep Connect could make it happen for more people in a new way. If anyone can invent that technology, I believe you can. Well, there we go. So we're at 64 of 89. There's 25 more memories. And from looks of things, I'm probably just gonna finish the game in one session. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, so we'll see. I have the remote. Let's activate... remote. Let's activate the cat vac and see what happens. Be ready to move, Professor. That wall looks unstable enough as it is. Right, the last thing I want is to take cat vac's place in the rubble. Here he goes. Oh, damn. Hey! Meow. Oh dear. Well, I don't know about cat vac, but I'm alright. Poor cat vac, it barely went... It barely went where we cannot follow. It bravely went where we cannot follow. 10 feet across the room. No, robot heaven. I'm sure I can revive him back at Ares. Aurora, please flag cat vac for the salvage team. I'll see you soon, tiny buddy. Now then, looks like I can access a new room. Let's see what it holds. Where did cat vac actually go? Oh, it's fine. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's adorable. Meow. My battery's low and it's getting dark. It's got a heart above its head, though. Oh, it's adorable. Oh, it died. Well. Well, shit. Aha, studio. Holy shit. That's a lot of stuff. So, I'm self-taught. Oh, no university? It's cool you taught yourself well enough to hold a job. Yeah, well, it kind of became my whole world. It's kind of become my whole world. It doesn't really feel like work. I spend so much time doing it that sometimes I need to remind myself to eat. Oh, so you live in a house? What? That's like a mansion. Well, as someone who shared a bunk bed with her sister until she was 15, a dozen rooms does not seem normal. Though, I guess it must feel empty with no one else there. Sometimes it does. It was nice to have company. Oh, poor guy. Design notes version 1. In Echoes and Embers, I've built out the house like a haunted castle. The players explores room by room, and my ghost floats in, telling stories about each room. The player finally wins by freeing the ghost from this house. As I've been building it out, there's a lot of rooms. I never realised how ridiculous this house was. Maybe Mira's right. It's a place too big for one ghost. I've been pretending the main character is Mira. I wonder how she'd feel about that. I'll get her to playtest when she comes over tomorrow. Okay. So the house felt empty even before the collapse. This house also feels so alive though. It's just all below the surface. A few dozen meters below the surface at least. Huh, very humorous, Commander. This is my best material. Commander, may I pose a question? Of course, Aurora. I'm usually the one asking you things. Do you find humor to be romantic? Oh, huh. Well... I tend to go for pork-fisted jokes. You may notice, not exactly romantic. You don't say. But, like poetry... Oh god, I need to reposition myself, I'm fucking boiling here. Like poetry, there can be undertones and little suggestions hidden in humour. Jokes with suggestive punchlines. They can be innocent, but usually it means the joke teller is flirting. And remember, bad humour can kill even the friendliest of relationships. It's a delicate art. I've been the victim of many a horrible joke. Not mine, I hope. As a matter of fact, no, your humour is almost refreshing to... compared to... I've got the hiccups now, goddamn. Compared to Ares' science, puns, almost refreshing. I'll take that as a compliment. Did that help, Aurora? Yes, I have now learned about humour. Thank you. My god. Wait, so is there going to be 2 memories in here? Wrong bloody button. Nope. There's only one. Ooh. Oh, it's another one of these. Consent. You ask for a kiss, but I've had worse things stolen from me. Since you ask, let's trade. I'll give you 1 kiss. You give me a twine-bound pound of flesh. Okay. Fair? No. Okay, how about $1? Does that put the market value of my kisses in question? Fine, take it. I give you 1 kiss, tax-free. Non-transferable, just 1. The first is free. Okay. Interesting poem. I don't really get the message here, but I like the playfulness. It's a strange one. I used to think it was about how people treat romance like bartering. Now I think it's more about boundaries. So cryptic. I see how poetry influenced your colony. There are endless ways to interpret it. I admit, sometimes I wonder where the stories end and the truth begins. That's partly why I was eager to help find the sunken city. That plus, sometimes I feel like Noah's unofficial ambassador. The Ares Council certainly speaks highly of you. You realise it's been 3 years since Ares came to Noah's rescue. And while not everyone survived the famine... Commander, you don't have to talk about this. Well, I attended the replanting of Jackson Square just before our mission. And away from there... away from where people had gathered, I saw something straight out of a poem. Tiny grass sprouts poking up through the soil. All on their own. I couldn't believe it. They weren't part of the replanting. Their roots had somehow survived underneath the blight. The smallest sprout shows there is really no death. And if ever there was, it led forward life and does not wait at the end to arrest it. And what the hell's that? And ceased the moment life appeared. Hey Alice, how's it going? Holy crap, I'm boiling. No, it seems fine. I've actually got to respond to you. So, maybe you weren't the problem, after all. I still think you were, though. You know, I think you've changed my mind about poetry. Really? How'd I do that? You show me there's truth in it. It just takes time to see it properly. Okay. Oh shit, the safe. Glad to hear it. Wait, can I go in the bathroom? I guess so. What have we got in here then? Dear Rick, you convinced me. I'll try my hand at written letters. Let's see what the fuss is about. I've added a drop of lavender perfume. I only wear this stuff for fancy occasions, so I guess if we ever go to something special, the smell will take you back to the moment you opened this letter. Very romantic, right? Sincerely, Mira. It is working now. You're not wrong. So you didn't... I guess you didn't break it. It just somehow conveniently happened right as you messaged. A bit too much of a coinky-dink. So I still think you're to blame. What am I playing? Some distant memory. Hey Rick, I had a great time at your place. Dinner was delicious. I've got to admit, seeing the entire house was strange. It's so full and empty at the same time. The family relics, the art, it's hard to imagine growing up there. Thanks again for letting me borrow your mom's poem. Like I said, I feel weirdly inspired by it. Maybe that will help me make this week's giant milestone. Sorry if you don't hear from me, my head will be buried in code. Mira. P.S. You do have good taste in music after all. Dear Rick, there was a moment last weekend at the river watching fireworks, you had this look on your face, like you were completely content. Not a care in the world. The whole time I looked at you, I shared that same feeling. Like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, and that nothing could ever go wrong. Being with you is wonderful. I love you, Rick, and I'm glad the universe and the power of computer science threw us together against all the odds. Yours, Mira. Oh, I'm always going to blame you. You are the cause of many problems. That was a joke. Before you get your panties in a twist. Rick must have saved these letters. No wonder, most of them are from Mira. They must have been very special to him. Rick and Mira's relationship makes me think about what Ares has sacrificed. Assigned mates in a compound dedicated to science to ensure survival. Romance is typically superfluous for us. Love can bring so much joy to life. It's part of what makes us human. But hasn't that joy been met with equal disaster at Noah? I guess that's our sacrifice. Less regulation, more risk. Life is a struggle. Come on, there's nobody back at Ares you've been meaning to smooch. You go for it. Let your love reign free for a change. No, not really. Really? No? I've always been pretty solitary. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be. I have friends. Only a couple, to be honest. But you can love your friends too. When I see the kind of love Mira and Rick had, it gives me hope. I want humanity to have that freedom again, not just less rules. Freedom from worrying about bloom and survival. The freedom to love without consequence. That thought brings me joy. I'm not sure what to say. It's a good thing to be hopeful for. I'm glad we're on this mission together, Professor. Me too, Ty. Me too. This is a story game. Yeah. Essentially, we are... I think it's like the 24th or the 25th century. And we're trying to find... Oh no, 24th century. We're trying to find out what happened to humanity 300 years ago, because it was wiped out by the collapse. And we're basically just going through memories of the Baron family. It's really good, so far. I shouldn't even say so far, it's been 2 hours. It's really good. Even though it is mostly just walking around and reading. Another remote control. This probably opens the garage. I think I recognize this one. I knew it! It's a clicker. And it's a garage. For garage doors. Great. I'll get to the garage and see if it works. Oh, no you won't. Not until I finished. Right, so we have a few more things to read. Confidential. Rick's poetry. Do not read without permission. What to call my first collection. Possible titles. Moments from the Soul. Understanding of Rick. Tales of Deep Thought. Pools of Introspection by Rickin Barron, a poet. Crying and Smiling. Cosmic Truths. Terrible Comforts from an Unknown Market. Drifting Through Rick's Best. Life of Barron. Did I go too far? Say something I shouldn't have. Am I coming on too strong? Eating salad, I stop. Did the lettuce scream? Or the sound of my lips? Like taking a shower, I twist the knob more than I meant to. I freeze. Did I just burn myself? I do recommend, yeah. To be fair, I recommend most games I play. Did I just burn myself? Is my towel just an illusion? Is there a human connection there? It's hard to see when your eyes are wet. Echoes in an empty house, footsteps when nobody's here, I'm not here. A luxury of space, my own personal orbit, my helmet on, I struggle for air. The Earth is more vast than science knows, a galaxy in my heart, down on the floor, visiting the dust bunnies. Swimming with the alien life forms, floorboards creak. You can't breathe wood. Eating, chew, chew, chew. Did you eat something too? You can't eat loneliness by yourself. Strength, confidence. I can't remember a memory that I never even had. When you look at me, it fills me like our day at the hill. We've got to come back here sometime. I never will. I read so quickly, really? I thought I read slowly. Shit. That's good though, it means you don't need to read it. Because I read it for you. These aren't books, but they have titles. They must be films. How educational. How... Underforgiven. Jangle most of the way. Yep, sounds like movies to me. I minored in pre-collapse film. I wasn't aware Noah had a degree program. Terms of endearment? Oh my god, that's terms. Oh, wait, no. Terms of endearment. No, I was thinking what it would actually be. Only film I can think of is Rules of Engagement, I think. More like an apprenticeship. Moaning Lisa. Ooh. Held a spot for me every Tuesday growing up. She would turn the volume way up. To account for her moaning. Bad back. Aurora, please flag these for the salvage team. These will teach us a great deal about pre-collapse entertainment. Alright. I mean, you don't need to. You can stick around if you want to. But I mean, if I'm boring, then so be it. Go draw, or something. But I mean, I'm not begging you to stay either. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good day. There's already a disc inside. I think it's playing. Then why isn't there any picture? The display must be broken. Aurora, are you able to tell what's going on? I cannot project the film, but I can relay the subtitle data. Subtitles, like the words that are being said, show that. Devices which intercept the flow of consciousness, we call it sleepjacking, the ability to enter another person's dream. How do I know you're on the level? Because right now, we're in your dream. Wakes up. Welcome to reality. See, in a dream, only the dreamers think they're awake. You don't have to tell me that, don't I? No, because right now, we're in your dream, God. A dream within a dream. Loud music. Wait, is this Inception? Not quite the same when you can't see it. Flag this disc player for the salvage team, Aurora. We'll try to watch them later. That certainly sounds like Inception. Because that's all like a dream within a dream. Wait a minute. There's a fucking memory card behind the thing. Oh, it's not a memory card, it's a picture. Or an album. Is that Adore? That just made me think of that song. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. Wait, can I? Oh, there's a book. You can have a dream in a dream. I have no idea. I'm on about Inception though, it's a film. Which is all about dreams within dreams, I think. I don't know, I've never seen it. Earthbound Magazine. The Ocean Breathes. By Frank Collins. Ooh, oh dear. Is that where oil meets water or something? Algae growth has been exponentially increasing each year across the Gulf of Mexico. The algae, which appears as a red carpet inches below the water surface, is producing a frightening amount of unbreathable gas. Its primary food source? Oil from the 2010 spill. Oh dear. Years later, the aftermath of the spill continue making entire regions deadly for aquatic animal and plant life. This new algae strain is thriving in those dead zones. According to the EPA director Dr. Gary Lloyd, the algae quickly adapted to its environments, and we're seeing new mutations on a regular basis. Well, shit. That picture looks like the bloom. Can't be. The bloom came after the collapse. It must have come first. The algae was making the air unbreathable. Imagine that air blowing in off the sea, suffocating whole towns and cities. I don't want to imagine that. Let's ask Aurora. My records begin 20 years after the collapse. Do any of those records mention the collapse? They are incomplete and inconclusive. You can rebuild memories of people 300 years dead, but you can't rebuild what killed everyone. Sorry, there's insufficient data. Well, shit. Nothing else in the bathroom. Wait. I'm almost certain there wasn't anything else. Okay. Wait, oh, it was the safe. I've already looked at it. This room has taken a while to get through. My god. What else is there? I think it's just the wall thing. Oh yeah. Infinihome. So organising your home the smart way. What would you like to catalogue? Begin catalogue process by naming items. Adding your mother's old notebooks to room catalogue. Oh yeah, she didn't have room to take them to LA. She was younger than us when she wrote in those. Spring Blossoms. Oh, it's a poem about the pond. She spent a lot of time outside, according to my grandma, daydreaming and climbing trees. So that must be her ivy carving on the dock. Adding the tiny dock out back to room catalogue. What carving? You grew up here and you've never noticed her carving? It's beautiful. I'll show you. I guess your mom and I like hanging out in the same spots. So adding old basement junk to room catalogue. My grandmother worried the dust would be bad for my lungs, so it was off limits until I was older. Did that bother you? Having a place in your own house you weren't allowed to go? A little, but they meant well. When I was really young they told me a curse had sealed it for 10 years. By the time I was a teenager, I understood why. Old appliances in this box to room catalogue. Oh! This would have been precious treasure for little Rick. All this cool old stuff. Whatever Grandpa couldn't fit in the garage he put down in the basement for later. There might still be some of my mother's boxes too. That's exciting. She seems like such a fascinating person. Let's see if we can find them. Oh wow. Oh, it's another one of these. Your order has been placed. Joyful organisation. Make your own room your own. The first kiss. And then what? That's a lot on books. $38, $22, and then $16, $17. That's like $80 on books. $80 on books. Right now we have the memory. Woohoo! Hey, it's O. System warning. Archaeograph logic error. Unknown anomaly in simulation. Please advise, Professor. It's Rickon. Oh, Rickon Baron at different stages of his life. Aurora must be having trouble determining the order of events. If this was his room, he would have spent a lot of time here. Try to categorize different stages of his life, Aurora. People change as they grow. He's an important part of the Sunken City. I want to see him as he really was. The princess was my favorite. I love her. Do you like that she got to marry the prince? Yeah, I like she was so happy. It was a good end. Do you want to get married one day too, like the princess? Of course. So, what do you think? I think I have to go. Oh, okay. See you at school tomorrow? I'm really busy. Aw, poor Rick. Oh, Sir Rickon. Slayer of mighty krakens, and rider of dragons. Yes, lovely. Sir Rickon the Unstoppable. Oh no. I can't. Sir, what's your emergency? Are you still there? Yes, help. Inhaler out. Did you say you need help? Please, speak louder if you're able. Please. Stay calm, we're sending someone now. Please, I'm the best artist ever. I'll show my finest artwork to people. Will you have adoring fans? Yep, lots of them. Ugh, no, damn it. That's not why is it mixing together? What stupid... Oh no. Is it just you all by yourself? Nope, you'll be there too, Mom. Goodbye, Rick. Fine. Just go then. Jesus. And Grandma and Grandpa too. Oh, and then they died. And I have so many friends. They'll call me up to come over and play. Hey mate, it's Rick. Sorry it's been so long. Man. How have you? Oh, I guess this is the wrong number. Sorry to bother you. I'll create entire worlds with heroes and a queen. And big skeletons. I have skeletons, huh? And now the Warlock takes centre stage. Our main antagonist, ruthless and uncompromising. Our hero must first traverse the swamplands. That sounds wonderful, Rick. Rick, sweetie. So then, how will it end? Huh. So how will it end? I'm not sure yet. I'm still writing the big dance scene. Now drawing from romantic teenage years, are we? Are you kidding? I was way too awkward for those. I managed to land one serious relationship in high school. Tell me. She came over once. I took her to the game room, we played around. Scandalous. A round or two of Supreme Fighter, I mean. My parents never let me hang around with boys. I always had to sneak away, to somewhere hidden. You know. This room is a lot nicer with the lights off. Hey Mira, I've really wanted to tell you something. Yes? But it's just that... You're the most beautiful person I've ever met, Rick. But that's... I was about to say the same thing. Oh, I know. I saw it coming a mile away. You did? You do have a thing or two to learn about women. I really mean it, though. You're beautiful. It's been hard to not think about you lately. I wake up thinking about you. Mira, What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Whoa! Scandalous. We don't want to see what's happening, thank you very much. Alright, can you reactivate the projection? We can't see what's happening. Professor, the subjects are not rendered. Memory complete. Memory complete? Why weren't they rendered? Another issue with the archaeograph? Yes. No, the wardrobe data is not present. What's she saying, Professor? I'm not exact... Oh. Yes, that's fine, Aurora. Please, archive the memory. But, shall we move on? Yes, moving on. They were going to Pound Town. Hot damn. That was great. So, why can't we see them? Their wardrobe data is not present. Oh. That's what you mean. Where am I now? Oh, right, and I can go in there. Okay, this works out. Nice. A USB stick. Oh. Page, a knife too deep. The rain poured down like a cold blanket, but the knight refused to sleep. The splash of rain danced along the brim of my hat as I waited in silence. Angel's tears, Sally sometimes called the rain. She would know. Can't blame the angels for crying, I suppose. The grit of this city gets in your eyes, and the grime of it stains your soul. That wasn't true for Sally, though. How she stayed clean, I'll never know. And probably don't deserve to. Chief says it weren't no accident. Franco called over from the phone booth. Better get down to the Tin Devil. Murder then. Of course it was murder. The whole story stunk of foul play. But who would do in such a sweet young girl like Lacey? Page 28. We drove down to the Devil. And it wasn't in Georgia. The club was locked down by PD, and Officer Hanley was manning the door. The guy owed me a favour or two, and a moment later I was inside, looking down at little Lacey Brown, as she was looking up at me. Poor girl still had her eyes open and a tube of lipstick in her fingers. Red, like the crimson stains on her dress, a gruesome sight. What did you get yourself mixed up in, Lacey? I could ask all I wanted, but the dead rarely answer. Shit. I'm guessing the other memory is the stick. USB! Hi Rick, I've been rock climbing after work lately. There's a gym beside our office. It's mainly college kids and hippies, but they give bouldering lessons. Each route is like solving a puzzle. It's so satisfying when you reach the top. I hope you're having a good week. See you Friday night. Yours, Mira. Was the act of climbing rocks common before the collapse? Everything I've studied says people travelled by road, in motorised vehicles. That's also what they say at NOAA. Cars, trains, rockets, hovercraft. I guess sometimes technology is no match for nature's mighty rocks. Aurora, do you have information on pre-collapse rock climbing activity? Yes, Professor. A form of pre-collapse recreation. Humans would sometimes hike and climb rocky terrain for sport. Ah, for sport. That makes sense. The Earth must have been like a giant playground for them. It's strange. I can't imagine enjoying the outdoors. To be outside areas without fearing for my life. You haven't enjoyed our search for the sunken city? Nothing personal, Commander. As much as I find joy struggling to breathe in the Bloom Wasteland, I think I'm an indoor person. Okay, so that was everything. August. How are we doing? We're at 75 of 89. Fucking hell. Wait a minute. Have I read this? Oh yeah, I have. Get off your fucking phone. Yeah. The best poster. Just any excuse to read it. Need help cleaning up? No, but that vase fell. This was a piece my grandmother made. Oh, I'm sorry. You okay? Yeah. They said more tremors are on the way. We should secure the shelves. This was her last completed piece. The Fossagrim, she called it. Some Scandinavian myth. A creature that played music. It took her several attempts. After Grandpa died, she had trouble finishing her work. Thank you for helping me organise the house. I hope it hasn't distracted you too much from your work. Actually, it's been a nice way to pace out the day. My coding time has been extra productive. Besides, the house has been teaching me things. About you, about art, about how other families can live. Your grandparents really loved you. I won't get to meet them, but I still feel like I know them. Thanks, Mira. Aw. Alright. So, we can go down here. Oh yeah, it's the office. We can look at the computer! Oh, ho, ho, ho. BIOS ROM version 2.0.0.0. Okay, connection failed, retry. Accessing email logs. Houston Land Survey from End. Oh, it's Anna. I would guess. Oh, maybe not. I just realised the surname is not End. And it would be Emmy. Not Anna. Ada, not Anna. Jesus. Merry Christmas from HR. Confidential, TX pipeline breach. Oceanic pollutants. Confidential signature required to terminate Vice. Reservations for tonight? From Ada Baron. Retirement documents. Farewell party. Date not found, please reset date/time. Oceanic pollutants. Ernest, I understand your concern over the news outlet. Or outlets. We couldn't stop last night's story. But we can put out a response and run a campaign to counteract the negative press. Excel contributes only 9% of AN. Worldwide oceanic pollution while supplying 34% of US oil and gas. Meanwhile, Chinese tankers contribute over twice as much. Report is going out tomorrow morning, and we've made sure JBN and CNCB. I'm trying to think of what that actual news network would be. HNCB. Yeah, I don't know. Both run a story on it without mentioning our little accident. However, I'll need your expenditure sign-off. ASAP. See attached. Oh. Right, and then the other one will be the Infinihome thing. Yep. Bringing the conversation to you, Franklin. Yeah, it's Ernest. What's the news? I heard you were emails. Now don't bother me with leakage. How severe? We can't afford to spend more on... No. I don't give a damn about inspection. You realise what a new lining would cost us. Pay them off if you must. Those caverns have been around thousands of years. Trust me, Franklin. I've been doing this a long... So we dish out a few bucks for another PR campaign. Worst case scenario. Great. In that case, I'll see you at tonight's charity. So, command on note, where the heck is my phone? Command call Mom. Connected from room to Emmy Barron. Hey Mom, it's me. I'm okay, yeah, well, listen, I have some bad news. Yeah, it's Grandma, I'm really sorry, Mom. Oh dear. He had to let her know that her mother had died, I guess. I'm assuming his mother's still... Oh. Never mind. I was just about to say I'm assuming his mother's still alive, but no, they're all dead. It's been 300 years. The service was lovely. Grandma looked beautiful. Ah, her funeral. I understand. I let everyone know it was important. I don't know, Mom. This place reminds me so much of both of them. And of growing up. I don't think I want to sell it, Mom. I'll look after the place. You don't have to say that. Stop apologising. I loved growing up here. You were doing your thing. No, but I do have a date this weekend. Yes, Mom, from the internet. Don't sound so surprised. She doesn't know. I just put that sort of thing in my profile. Oh, I don't just put that sort of thing in my profile. I have been. Alright, Mom, love you too. Sorry you couldn't be here for the service. I'll see you in February. Ah, there's another memory. Ooh. I mean, if there's only 89 artifacts to find, then I would have to say I'm fairly close to the end of the game. And we still have the entire left side of the house to explore. So I would say I've probably found everything. Zay. Did you say something? What is your ideal date? Oh, I've never given it much thought, to be honest. Perhaps you would like to eat illicit molasses. Or share large portions of bread. Different people have different tastes, Aurora. Not everyone's perfect date involves carbohydrates. I'm much more likely to enjoy a nice research session. Maybe a scientific outing. Such as this expedition with Ty? I really wouldn't. Hey, sorry, did I miss anything? Did you get the garage door open? Garage door open? Not yet. I'm almost there. Aurora, let's continue this conversation another time, okay? Yes, of course. That's a bit awkward. Alright, so now we can finally get back to the left-hand side of the house. Maybe even into a different garage. A different area entirely. The controller got in the bedroom. Clicker. The clicker should open this door. Here's hoping the entire house doesn't come down on my head. Oh dear. Progress. I'm glad that worked. Things aren't looking good up here. Is it the storm? Yep, and it's a little worse than we thought. I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm not sure how to get you to safety. In fact, I'm not sure how I'm going to get myself to safety. It's alright, Commander. Get to shelter. I'll have to find my own way out of here. I think I know where the way out's gonna be. This cavern is smaller than I hoped. Do you see a way out, Aurora? I have detected a path, Professor. However, it leads back into the house, to the upper floor. With the power back on, maybe upstairs will reveal something useful. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right, okay. So it didn't lead to a garage at all. Oh. Oh well. We still can't go downstairs. Sadly not. Blocked off, and all that good stuff. Ooh, there's probably some stuff I can interact with here now, maybe. Oh, maybe not. I wonder. Yeah, we'll go back in here first. So this is... Oh, there we go. We can actually interact with the fucking SNES. Yes! Hey Mira, I snuck this photo of you during our trip. I couldn't help myself. Those tents were a pain in the butt, but it was worth the effort. Everything was so quiet and relaxing after that. Plus I was able to breathe better than I have in weeks. Sometimes I go out in the backyard and sit on my grandpa's old rocking chair, hoping I don't walk away with too many splinters. I like to watch the sun go down, scribble in my notepad and hope a poem emerges. Sometimes it works. It's something I've never been able to share with another person. Watching the sunset with you felt so peaceful, so surreal. I don't think I've ever felt so at ease with another person. It only lasted a few moments, but I'll never forget it. I thought about what you asked. A companion to me is someone I can trust to see at my worst. Someone I can wrap my arms around and hold, even while the world bends around us. Yours, Rick. Your love letter account requires attention. Hi Rick, your registered love letter account has been inactive for over 100 days. We still hope to assist in finding you the perfect match. We've recently announced Deep Connect, an upgrade to our patented Real Connect algorithm scheduled for later this year. Update your profile now to receive the best possible matches when it arrives. Use the link below to access your account. The love of your life is waiting. Sincerely, the Love Letter Team. There's another memory. Yeah, we have to interact with the SNES and then probably the wall unit. Echoes and Embers. Rick's finished prototype still works. In a dreary world, you are a wandering light, a homily in an echoing dirge, a spark in a realm of embers. Peace must often be earned through conflict. Will you seek salvation for the weak, or wealth with which to rule them? Even cowards can perform heroic deeds. And heroes are not always honourable. It's finally working. I'm so glad it's not broken. You're barely coming through, Commander. How's that? Any better? Sorry, there's a short... something comm system. Things are getting pretty serious up here. I guess there's no time to play games. Sorry, Rick. Alright, so that's the memory. What about the other one? Displaying cache system, or SMS system messages. Lol, well, it wasn't exactly a choice in my case. My family owns a restaurant, but it's not that successful. Once I was out of high school, I had to help out. Eventually my sister graduated and I was able to move on with my life. Lydia loves the restaurant as much as my parents do. I hope I never have to set foot in a kitchen again. Well, if you ever set foot in my kitchen, I promise I do all the cooking. Deal. Congratulations, your order has been placed. Mocha Scripter. Coding the perfect brew. Time for a coding break. Infinite Home. What's good on TV? Accessing television favourites. Tonight at 6, catch classic episodes of Homicide She Typed. Are you shitting me? That's totally Murder She Wrote. The Nash Marathon continues on the American Times channel. Later at 9, rewatch Grand Moments in Bass Fishing. I get the feeling you're using Grandpa's settings again. Doc save to Infinidocs from Rick's phone. Playtest notes. Bug with ghost in the entry foyer. Kept flying through walls, too many choices in the beginning. Block off the stairs and garage. The house feels creepy and haunted. Exercising Grandma's ghosts made her tear up. What am I supposed to do here? Stuck on master bedroom puzzle. Total playtime was only 40 minutes. She skipped the art studio, she liked the music. She thought the ending with my ghost dragged on. Damn. Pretty harsh. Right, where else can I go? Ah, from here I'll go into the office. Yeah. Yeah. What did you think? It was beautiful. Thank you. For what? Letting me experience it. You're right about games. They can be an art in and of themselves. Does this mean you're a video game lover now? Not exactly, but I like yours. What part did you like the most? Exploring the castle, the house. It's so familiar, but also so different to see it through your eyes. So, think I should finish it? Definitely. What's stopping you? At the moment, my brain. Coding is hard. I don't know how you do it. Getting into some tough parts, the software I use for this prototype takes hardly any coding, thankfully. But the tricky parts need to be written in something called Mocha Scripter. Ew. What? What's wrong with Mocha Scripter? Nothing. Tell you what. I'll be happy to playtest more once you've cracked the code. Well, on that note, I happen to know this genius programmer. You do? Yes, beautiful too. She has it all, really. I told you, I'm not coding your game for you, Rick. I know, we agreed. Sorry, I won't ask again. Trust me, the struggle is worth it. Every time. Even if it is Mocha Scripter. Good luck, Ricky. I believe in you. Well, that makes one of us. Aw. Mocha Scripter. I'm trying to think what that would actually be. Like, compared to actual languages. My first thought was, like JavaScript. But nobody would say ew to JavaScript. I'm trying to think, what's a code? What language would everybody turn their nose up at? Probably Visual Basic. More than likely, but it's not even close to being called Mocha Scripter. We can skip this question. Really? We've never skipped one. What is it? Well, what 3 qualities do you share with your father? Oh, I get it. You're sweet. It's okay to talk about. I met my father exactly once. Pestered mom until she told me. Please add voice profile so you found him. He's right where he was when he, met my mother. A professor at Notre Dame. Yikes. Yeah, no wonder she didn't want to tell my grandpa. I knew it. I called that earlier. He was very well spoken, good presenter, even handsome, I thought. Huh. And very much married. 2 kids. Can you imagine how his life would have been torn apart if my mum hadn't kept their secret? You didn't tell him? I chickened out. I guess I just wanted to see him, see if my imagination matched the reality. Did it? He was shorter than I imagined. Or than I thought. How about you? 3 things you share in common with your father. Well, we're both business-minded. We have that drive to see things done right. Does a full head of hair count? My mother is constantly jealous of my thick hair. I hate to think I've inherited his back problems. Lydia and I would walk on Dad's back when we were small. We eventually got too big and Mom convinced him to see a specialist. Just a warning, you might have to cart me around when we're old. I can picture growing old with you. I can too. It's a nice feeling. Infinite Home, are you spying on us again? That thing again. Infinite Home off. So I thought it was the case with his mother that she had a thing, or a fling, with the teacher. Wow, Deep Connect test log. 2,873 user profiles processed, 13 rejected, 9,938 potential pairings found, estimated 82% efficiency, target 90% efficiency. I don't know why I backed out of that. Hi Cody, Deep Connect is moving along, but I still want to stress that the upcoming build will not have full server compatibility due to the false security update last week. From what Jamie said about the site migration, not mitigation, We'll need a new timeline to integrate Deep Connect into the ABI. Let's talk during our meeting tomorrow. Hope your day is going well. Mira. August milestones. Reduce profile assessment to 10 minutes per 100. Export initial pair results to remote, temp. Refinement pass, reduced parameters, email list of sample pairings compared to RealConnect from last quarter. Deliver estimate for LL server integration costs. The learning algorithm Mira was working on. I think she managed to accomplish something nobody had ever done before. Just look at the love Deep Connect was able to inspire. Rick and Mira wouldn't have met without it. Imagine if I could find its code and add it to your system, Aurora. It could change everything about the way you process human interaction. To find it, we need to find out what happened to Mira. I have a feeling that's not a good ending. Hi Rick, sorry I didn't text back. Work was rough this week. Big milestone. Hanging out has been awesome, but I'm def not where I wanted to be this week. Time for some crunch time. Deep Connect will help Love Letter system pair people together. I used it to find you in the Love Letter DB. Consider yourself the first unwilling test subject. Now you know why I've been asking you strange questions. Hope you're not mad. It's been great getting to know you. Email me back, I'll answer when I can. Mira. Hi Mira, I appreciate hearing about your work. To be honest, I'm kind of flattered. Your program picked me out of the Texas haystack. Our time together has meant a lot to me. If it helps improve your algorithm, you can keep asking me questions, or scan my brain. Consider me your willing test subject from now on. I know how important your work is to you. I'll help however I can. Yours, Rick. I can't help but think about how Deep Connect will help people find someone. I'm pretty terrible when it comes to getting human beings. That's why I knew my algorithm needed a special touch. Deep Connect means a lot to me and it's going to help people. It's probably the most important thing I've ever worked on. That's all. Oh, and thank you. I have a lot more questions. Prepare to have your mind probed by my lovely guinea pig. Hi Mira, I've got a wild idea. You mentioned you like to work in solitude. I've got tons of space here. There's a whole big room you could use, my mom's old writing room. You can make it your own. Just stay for a few weeks, code by day, hang out by night. I could fulfill my romantic whims by bringing you meals. One condition, you've inspired me to remodel the house. But I could use help. I get too sentimental, and you have a knack for finding just the right place for things. I trust you to help bring sense to the chaos. What do you think? Love, Rick. Dear Mira, I heard productive typing in there. Didn't want to barge into your new space. First off, I couldn't find the key to your room's side door. You'll have to use the hall door. It has to be around here somewhere. Also, the big heavy door down the hall needs a code to open. Feel free to store boxes in there if you need. 4242 on the keypad. Careful, the door likes to close on its own. Love, Rick. 4242. The code we needed. That door is on this floor, past the art room. It could be our way out. We're on the move, Commander. With any luck, we'll... Commander? Professor, communication with the rover has been lost. Try to re-establish the link. One moment. Rover communication restored. Still here, Professor. Sorry about... Remember that bloomstone we've been waiting for? I think it's here. What are you going to do? Well, I'm not leaving without you, like I said. I'm sending a distress call to Ares in case things get bad. But by the looks of things, a rescue team will take time, but they'll have to... Hang in there, Commander. I'll try, Professor. Oh no. I'm finished. Version 2.0 is complete. I can't believe I'm finally done. Congratulations. So was coming here worth it? Yes, and you can pride yourself in not distracting me too much. Can I see the finished product? There's not much to see, really. If you want me to run it, I could see who you'd match up with. I'd rather not know, honestly. I'm happy with the first results. You're not tempted? I could tell you your ideal match. No, that's actually scary. I hadn't thought about it until now, but what if it's not you? I already ran it. What? Alright, now I have to see it. It's you, right? I admit I cheated a little bit. The 36 questions, all the data I've been feeding the algorithm. I base so much data off our positive interaction, so it actually... You feel that? Earthquake. Whoa. Okay, big one. We should get to the safe room. It's reinforced. Rick, the tree. It's coming down. Oh no. Okay, she didn't die. I thought that's why she died. God, that would have been fucking awful. Dying right in front of him. Okay, we're at 83 of 89, so I would have to say I'm very close to the end of the game. I don't know, when I looked at this game on How Long to Beat, it said it was about 5 hours. But whenever you look at anything on How Long to Beat, you take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying How Long to Beat's terrible. The code from Mira's laptop should open the door. Hope so. You're still breaking up, Commander. One moment, Professor. This rover's seen better days. Okay. Something connection entire. I'm more concerned about you. Ares knows where to find you. I'll see you soon. Yeah, see you soon. Oh dear. No, I'm not saying how long to beat's a terrible, resource for finding out how long something is. It's usually just not super accurate. But then again, I only ever look at the main story whenever I look up stuff, so I should probably look at, like, main plus extra. That's, like, more accurate. Hi Mira, game design is totally the next great art medium. I've got the perfect concept, now we just need to develop it. A platformer twist on the traditional princess trapped in a castle theme. In the end it turns out you were the one trapped. The princess saves the player, or maybe the player is the princess, still working out details. I'm also toying with the idea that the true villain is society. The struggles against a grim, loveless fantasy world. Love shines bright in the face of adversity. Yours, Rick. Hey Rick, so today was horrible, I got a vent so I don't pull my hair out. LL, our love letter has moved my deadline twice now, I convinced him on 3 more weeks. That's still less time than I planned. They don't understand building a learning algorithm like this has never been done before, it takes time. Anyway, I miss you, there are still several personality questions I want to feed Deep Connect. I need you for that. We're talking billable hours working at a remote location. Your place, not bad, right? Rick and Mira came to rely on one another quite a bit, didn't they? That's love. When two people can count on each other, trust each other without exception. I see. That's something I've never experienced. You will, I bet. Maybe so. You can count on me without exception, Professor. Huh, that's true, Aurora. You're very reliable. But it has to work both ways, right, Commander? Commander? Everything alright? Yeah, I am fine. And yes, you're right, it goes both ways. Is it possible for a human to love an AI, entity such as myself? Aurora? Yes, I believe it is. Oh my god. I have a bad feeling about the Commander. I just don't think he's doing too good. He's letting on that he's fine when he isn't. Okay, displaying cached SMS message. Question 6. If you could have anyone in the world as a dinner guest, who would you pick? Did they have to be living? I was only able to fill me in on certain things. They didn't have the best relationship. Is that why they left their stuff to you? Pretty much. My mom has her own life. She refused to take anything. And that's easy. Ada Lovelace. She died in the mid-1800s, so obviously she never got to program a real one. A computer, I mean. There are things I could tell her about coding that would blow her mind. But would she understand any of it? Totally, she helped create the idea of computers in the first place. Tech moves so fast. The stuff we dream up today won't take 200 years to make. We won't need to magically summon future people to our dinner table. We'll get to see it for ourselves. Can't wait. And memory. We're getting there. Wait, there's 4 more things? How? Oh god, I'm starting to worry that I've missed something. How many more questions do we have? We're on 24. This one's a statement we have to finish. Wish I had someone with whom I could share. Oh, that's hard. Good thing it's your turn to go first. I'd say I wish I had someone with whom I could share my art. Hey, we just went to the museum last week. Oh, do you mean you wish I played games? I didn't say that, I was talking about my work with you. I like talking about my work with you. I get it though, I don't see art the same way you do. I'm missing the history. I don't know the techniques, it's hard for me to compare one piece to another. All that can be learned. I could show you the references and details I see, if you're up for it. Sure, I like the way you talk about your game too. Might be nice to see more. Oh, sure. It's not quite ready though. So, my turn. I wish I had someone with whom I could share silence. Okay, you're good at this. I grew up in a big house with 2 grandparents who loved their work. I'm used to the quiet. It's nice to just be quiet with you. It feels comfortable. Good. Next time you want me to shut up, just say so. Shut up, Rick. Aw. We're still 85. I'm starting to kind of worry that I've missed something. Maybe. There's a tablet. That's still 2 things. Oh wait. Nah. Welcome to Love Letter, a dating site about deeper connections. Time to find the person you'll spend the rest of your life with. Once you've completed your profile, our Real Connect algorithm will match you with a handful of potential interests. Once you agree to our match, you and your potential partner can get to know each other through Love Letter's private message system. Fill out your profile using the link below, the love of your life is waiting. I'm at the parking area. Palmetto is busy this weekend. I'm having an issue. What's up? I blew a tire. Kinda freaking out right now. Oh no, are you alright? Yeah, just stuck on the side of the highway. If I call my parents, they'll just go crazy. They already think I can't take care of myself. Wait. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. They already think I can't take care on yourself. Myself. Dumb autocorrect. I guess I'll call a tow truck. Is there anything I can do? It's not like I'm busy or anything. I think I see you. Blue hatchback with hazards on? Yeah, that's me. Sorry, not exactly the best first date. I ate so much. I had fun too. I still owe you a hiking trip. Next Saturday, same time, 11 AM. Damn smooth. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing else. Wait, examine this? Oh. Hey, you okay? I just tried calling. Rick? Yeah, that was rough. You alright? I'm fine. Never felt an earthquake like that. It's all over the news now. People are freaking. Downtown Houston got it bad. Wow, you seen this? The Chase building has shattered windows. They're evacuating. Sure you're okay? I got really worried. Yeesh. Oh, it's the photo. Okay, never mind. Question number 8. Ready? Yep. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say? What? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. You do, don't you? Hey there, Miss Myra. Rick and Baron here. Too much. Way too much. Yo, Mira, you used to work at an Indian place, right? Well, I'm craving some fresh naan and... Wow. What does that have to do with anything? She worked at a restaurant. So what? Hey, Mira, I'm craving you. I mean some... Ugh, stop overthinking it. Just relax. So, have you rehearsed before calling me? Hang on. Are you sure this is one of the 36 questions? Wow. Oh, that was good. Alright, so now we can get through here. Door unlocked. The code worked. You searched this house from top to... or from bottom to... There has to be a way out through here. The door is pretty heavy. Once you enter the room, the door will seal behind you. I guess I haven't found everything then. Really? 87 of 89, like, I'm close. So, fuck knows. The only downside, it's hard to keep track of what you have and haven't found. Yeah. Unless there was something down here. Nah. I mean, I did look over everything that I came across. At least I think I did. Whatever, we're going through. Time to get out of here. Commander? Ty, respond please. Connection with the rover has been lost, Professor. Sporefall has increased to Category 4. At 4. Category 4, but that's... quite dire, yes. What are his chances of... Never mind, Aurora, don't calculate that. Let's go. Oh, wait. Oh. There might be more. Is that a... Unable to add to existing categorization. Compiling new system data. Building. Error check. What have you got, Aurora? Archaeograph updates. Now complete. Executing self-update. 3%, 64%. Updates. What updates? Initiating reboot sequence. Wait, what? Aurora, what are you doing? Ah, that's Mira. Whoa, what? You're Professor Zay. Rick and Baron. Right, you can call me Rick. I feel like we already know each other. I feel the same way. Aurora, are you still here? Still here, Professor. This is uncanny. You're no longer constrained to the moment of a memory. This is what you wanted, to interact with the past, right? That's true. I have to admit, I sort of feel like one of my game characters. On that note, is there anything you'd like to ask? What happens now? Is this the end? End? No, the journey doesn't end here. You found your way out of the house, and you found me. You must find... Mira. She would have gone into the caves after I... Well, how did you die? That was him. The way I guess I knew... I always knew I would. My condition gave me several close calls throughout my life. When my house fell underground, the air changed. There was very little oxygen. It became harder and harder to breathe until that was it. At the time I had very little idea what was happening. The collapse caught Mira and me completely by surprise. The house just fell. It was terrifying. Now I know about the collapse, the bottom, Ares and Noah colonies. It's a strange feeling to know the future after you're already gone. What about the house? Is this the only way out? It seems that way. To be honest, I'm not sure what lies ahead. You may not be able to get back the way you came. But something tells me you have everything you need. If I make it out, your life will change humanity's entire perspective of the past. I'll share it with everyone. Great, but one request. Yes? Can you leave out some of the embarrassing parts? I think so. Good luck, Professor. My story ended here in this room. There was so much I didn't get to experience. I never finished Echoes and Embers. I never got to marry my love. I didn't become a famous artist. It seemed like my failures always outweighed my successes in life. And yet, thanks to you and Mira, I'll live on, sort of. I owe her so much. Thanks to me and Mira. I've never felt closer to her than I do now. Still, I miss her. You're right, Professor. Human emotions are so complicated. You found your way out of the house. Keep going. Oh, there we go. Ah, maybe I haven't. Harvey Pewter and the dark web binary. You are an abomination, Harvey Pewter. Harvey's eyes glinted wildly. Within them was the fury of a boy who had lost everything and a million lines of code executing every second, and the perfect human and machine interface. The inevitable conclusion of 1,000 years of human knowledge and technology. The Hivemind AI was surrounded, dwarfed by the vastness of Harvey, like a lonely ship bobbing in an endless ocean. This war is over. I won. Harvey's words were not so spoken as they were manifested from the fabric of the tech web itself. You won nothing. What I achieved cannot be undone, even by you. I did what no one was willing to do. You killed millions to save billions. Your world will remember me as its hero. I am its utilitarian savior. Even in the presence of Harvey's staggering power, the voice of the Hivemind blazed with ineffable arrogance. No one will remember you. Harvey collapsed on the Hivemind like a tsunami. The Hivemind's worldwide logic network, spread across 1 million data centers, had never truly felt anything other than a constant determination and desire for control. But for a single nanosecond, as the AI faced the infinite technological force that was Harvey Pewter, it experienced its first and final emotion, a deep sense of existential dread. And then, from within 1 billion devices around the world, all trace of the Hivemind AI was deleted from existence. That's not 88. What? Oh, I guess that doesn't count. What? That's dumb. Beyond this point lies the Caverns of Terror. Evil creatures of the deep lie in wait. At the end of your salvation, is your salvation the mystical Temple of Houston. Just kidding. I really have no clue what's in there. Would be pretty good addition to Echoes and Embers, though. I'm surprised that didn't get added to my thing. I'm worried, Aurora, about Commander Tai, Professor. Yes. Has there been any signal whatsoever? Nothing. I have no choice but to move on. I can't help him from here. I need to reach the surface. It can't be too late. Whoa. There's Mira. Multiple mirrors? Well, there's no memory node in sight. These projections are persisting, seemingly of their own accord. Aurora's methods seem to be evolving. After I escaped the house, I stayed here overnight. Hello? With the house blocked off, I knew I had to go into the darkness of the cavern. Can you hear me? And I lost hope. The air was getting harder. With you, when you couldn't breathe any longer, I thought I might die alongside you. Now I feel strange that I didn't. Are you talking to Rick? There must not be enough data to generate an interactive projection. Oh, that one disappeared. So hard to breathe. Is this how you felt all the time? My chest just feels so heavy. Even short bursts of walking tire me out. Staring at the path made by the flashlight. It's like walking through an endless tunnel. Okay. Oh no. You didn't die alone. In the end, that's all you wanted, and I gave you that. Aurora? Yes, Professor. When you play these projections, are you able to feel Amira's emotions? Yes, Professor. You've come so very far in such a short time. I feel strangely proud. Maybe you've grown beyond needing an interpreter. I know you've had many over the centuries. I hope that... Well, I hope I was a good one. You were. Very much so. Oh god, am I dying too? Oh no. It's been hours since you died. When everything fell, you seemed so badly shaken. At first I thought you were upset about losing the house, but then you got worse. The inhaler only did so much to help, and it ran out so quickly. I'm sorry I had to leave you behind. I had no choice. If there's any chance of escaping this, I'll need to go through the caves. I can still feel you. I'll escape for both of us. I just have to hope rescuers are on the way. I love you very much, Mira. Oh. Map unavailable. Oh. Well, I'm just gonna say that I got all 89 artifacts, because those should count. Yeah. Huh. Will we survive? The one thing I'm worried about... What the fuck? Marks on the floor. Looks like metal scratches against a rock. Poles from a tent, maybe? Why hasn't anyone come to rescue us? I'm afraid of what happened. What if whatever this is huge? Walking these caves, I keep going in circles. Am I getting closer to the surface or further away? Yesterday I spent hours bumping my head on rocks, following a shallow side tunnel. When I got to an opening, my own empty water bottle was waiting for me on the ground. Same one I'd finished that morning. My light keeps flickering out, I feel so lightheaded. What a weird place to die. Oh no. Okay, there's another. She looks like she's getting weaker. All I could grab from the upstairs, 3 bottles of water, the tent, and a few other supplies. Hooray for not unpacking everything after camping trips. The house was collapsed in several parts, I couldn't see a way downstairs. I was sure the ceiling would come down on my head. Now we'll see how long this stuff lasts me down here. There's another note. So that's 90. That's a car. I've been sleeping in the cave since you died. The ground is really uncomfortable, but I had to move on from the house. Closing that big door for the last time felt like I was protecting your body from whatever caused all of this. Is that weird? I'm worried about water. I've been drinking a third of a bottle a day. According to my watch, I go to sleep thirsty and wake up with a headache. More than light and water, I miss you. Over and over, I relive our last day together. It's hard to think about anything else. Love, Mira. Oh no. Look at this old thing. I think it fell, just like the house. For one night, I wouldn't have to put up my tent. I doubt it would even start even if I had the keys, but the lights still come on. I feel like we're at a drive-in movie theatre or something. Tonight's feature film, Stalagmite Gardens. Put my hand on your cheek, touch your hair, you smile. You look at me the way... There was a pack of gum in the glove box. It was a nice relief from the hunger and thirst. Free of fear and fatigue for a few hours before I move on. I'm always leaving you, Rick. And yet you're still with me. Oh dear. More notes. I saw light in the distance. The caverns opened up like a giant mouth. And as I passed by, there seemed to be a brief shimmer. It only lasted a minute. Whether it was the sun or a hallucination, who knows. The more this cavern winds on, the more I realize nobody is coming to rescue us. Whatever caused your house to fall must be much bigger than we could have known. Who knows how much was destroyed? Is my family okay? My god, you never even got to meet them. They'll never get to meet you. I was so stupid to wait. When I see them again, if I see them again, I'll tell them all about you. I promise. There was another tremor today. I guess it isn't over yet. I hear rumbling noises sometimes. It's like the Earth is alive. No, it's like the Earth is dying. One of the side tunnels I'd explored yesterday came crashing shut. It didn't go anywhere anyway. None of these tunnels seem to go anywhere. My only hope is that the cavern I'm in now will lead to my safety. Question number 37. Favourite food? Did we answer that one? Mine's Makmali kofta. Did you know that? It's made with couscous. Yeah, I told you that. Or maybe lemon chicken. That's good too. No onions. Okay, fine. Keep them in. I don't care anymore. Lydia hates lemon chicken. Lydia hated lemon chicken. No. She still hates it. Oh man, this is sad. And is this the final letter? Dear Mira, I can barely lift this pen. I feel I won't last much longer. You've brought so much warmth to my life, and I'll die thinking of the wonderful memories we've shared. I hope the joy I gave you in return was enough. You're sleeping next to me now as I write this, and I realize I'm keeping you from leaving this house, from finding safety. When you read this, I'll be gone, and you must move on without me. Don't bring anything that would slow you down. The house is gone, and memories are so much more important than things. You're strong. You're much stronger than I am. Please survive and remember me. I'm so thankful we met. My little world was a much happier place thanks to you. With love, Rick and Baron. Aww. God, we aren't out of the woods yet. Jesus. Goes on forever. Eating makes me feel guilty. Would this trail mix have kept you alive a little longer? You said you weren't hungry. We could have had one more conversation, told one more joke, shared one more story. I could have told Rick that I loved him one more time. You can still tell him. He'll hear you. He begged me not to leave him. Towards the end, it's all he would say, please don't go. I told him of course I wouldn't, I would never do that, but he kept saying it. Until he couldn't say anything at all. His forehead was cold with sweat. I rubbed his head until he just stopped breathing. At first I wasn't sure. It was so quiet. Now it's my turn. Only I won't have Rick to comfort me as I die. I'll just have his memory. Oh, Mira. Yep. What a way to die. My god. Just in this random-ass cave. All alone. Oh, that explains the glitch we encountered to begin with. And how it was constantly, like, all alone. I'm starving, only 2 left after this. You'd think this would taste amazing with how hungry I feel. Oh. It's a Jupiter bar. I've seen pictures of those. Commander? I've always wanted to try one. Too bad they don't last 300 years. Alive? Well, want to bite of mine? Oh. Oh. He's dead. No way, I couldn't do that. Thanks, O'Meara. Must be the air in here. I can barely taste the chocolate. Better eat it anyway, though. It will help you reach the surface. I'm not about to start losing expedition members now. Well, if you could expedite a tunnel out of here, that would be great. Huh, that's pretty funny. Aurora, you're projecting the commander like a memory. Why? Oh. Oh. There's an 82.8% chance that Commander Tai would respond in such a way were he still alive. He isn't dead. I'm sorry, Zay, his survival is highly improbable. No. I've run several simulations. The commander had neither shelter nor transportation to escape the storm. His category spore high category spore fall is extremely fatal, as you know. The commander was a unique person, his death threatens me as well. Come on, Professor, you gotta keep moving. If you make it out of here, you can share everything we found. But it won't be the same. You can tell Noah how I died. You can tell them, well, that it was worth it. Aurora, stop this. You've got to stop. Oh god. I can't see him this way. You sure, Zay? His words tend to raise your spirits. Hey, I'd help you if I were alive. No. These caves are pretty cool. In a gloomy sort of way. No, no, no. If you kept going, I wonder how many... Aurora, deactivate. Tai? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'll find your body. I'll bring you back to Noah myself. You'll be with your family. If I make it out of here, that is. Oh god, this has gotten a ton creepier. We no longer have Aurora. Or light. It's just very dark and, well, that's it. Just dark. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Well, that's not an exit, it's just to show light. This is real? Real plants, but that can't... What is this place? Aurora? Initialize, please. Professor Zay, my behavior was incorrect. Please accept my sincere apologies. No, Aurora, there's no need. I know you're trying your best to adapt, to cope with everything. You're becoming something I can't expect to control. No more than I could expect to control another human. I'd like it if you continued your projections, but... Let Commander Tai rest in peace, okay? Of course. Now then, take a look at these. Living plants, they appear to be an undocumented species of allium. An unprecedented find, Professor. But how can this be? These should have been eradicated 300 years ago. The soil here is suitable for growth, and the air consists of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and oxygen. Wait, is it breathable? Yes, Professor. There's another entrance up ahead. I must see more. Okay. Oh, now I can do that. Ah. Whoa. Holy crap. Aurora, up ahead. It's... impossible. Oh god, a tent. Oh, NASA. Just like the pictures. It's so tall. I never imagined it would be so... beautiful. Whose is the body? Commander? He's not moving. No, that can't... Commander? Interpreter rig identified. Hello, attempting to activate. Small core checking DC member. That isn't him. Interpreter rig identified. That's another suit from Mary's. It's old. Attempting memory sync. Begin. Beginning sync. Errors detected. Syncing with outdated Aurora unit. Please wait. Syncing with an Aurora unit. My name... Wait, what? My name is Mira Aurora. 300 years ago, things fell apart. When I escaped these caverns and reached the surface, the gas that killed so many during the eclipse had dissipated. During the collapse. But the bloom came quickly. It spread throughout the southern border like wildfire. It was in the air, it burned my skin and lungs. I thought I would die after all. But a group of researchers found me. They brought me to their compound. Ares. That's right, Professor. The last surviving humans as far as we knew. They gave me a room. We became a working family. But as months went on, we watched the bloom take over, just outside our sealed windows. I knew my family was dead. Mom, Dad, my poor sister Lydia. Everything we had known, our whole world, was just a memory. What happened to Deep Connect? Of course that's your first question. Nah, you're such a scientist. Well, it's an easy one. You're talking to it. Aurora? She's grown so much. I managed to hang on to my project when I escaped. It's been a long road since Deep Connect 2.0. It hasn't been easy for her. Imagine waking up not knowing where you came from. She led us to the house. Subconsciously, I think she knew she was missing something important. She was seeking answers, just like you. Deep Connect was my life's work. I adapted it to manage Ares' system, or Ares' system. Eventually, it oversaw the entire colony. It could anticipate shortages and give the Council advice. Well, mixed advice. It always had trouble expressing itself to humans. You could say I was the first interpreter. I think Ares was operated on software designed for finding romance. Ares has always done what it had to survive. Don't regret surviving, Professor. Together with Aurora, with Noah Colony, you can start to fill in the gaps. Speaking of gaps, how did you ever wind up in this cave? I wanted to find Rick. I wanted closure. And I was dying. Bloom exposure takes a hefty toll on the body. But they knew my condition, so they let me go. You never moved on after Rick. Oh, there were others, mostly boring scientists. No offense. Rick had such compassion for people. And my memories with him became more and more precious. A beautiful life, loving one another before the world ended. It was hard to move on from that. I like to think he's a part of Aurora, though they never met. So what happens now? You tell me, Professor. The lives of the Baron family are a part of Aurora now, part of history. But there's always more to discover. You're right, of course. There's so much left. Follow this cave to its end, Professor. I've got a surprise for you. I'm sorry I couldn't show you sooner. Oh, wow. Huh. Surprise, eh? I really hope the commander isn't dead. Oh no, that's the commander. He's moving! Oh god, he's really fucked. Ty! Zay? How the... It's you! Yeah, I'm really here. How did I get in here? Looking at you, I'd say you barely made it. I crawled, the bloom ate through my suit, I managed to burn it off. Whew, I don't feel so great. Aurora, can you tell how he's doing? The commander suit is beyond repair, oxygen filter not present, emergency systems depleted, comms inactive, detecting several fabric breaches, cutness injuries, and B-salve. No bloom contamination found, temperature and heartbeat are stable, he's showing signs of exhaustion. Ares Rescue, they acknowledged my distress call before the rover was destroyed. We're both going to be okay, Ty. But wait, my filter. How am I breathing? I've adapted? I no longer need oxygen. I'm transforming. There's air in here, Ty. Oh. Hang on, Zay. Is that real? That's not a hallucination or something. No, that's a real tree, Ty. There's so much to tell you. I found Rick. And Mira. He didn't survive. She did, sort of. Thanks to Aurora. They're both here. And Deep Connect. That's wonderful, Professor. Oh, why don't you rest? That sounds real good. Oh. Aurora, did you? Go ahead, see what it is. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right here. He isn't dead. Hey, good shit. Wait. Oh. Oh, it's all of them. Whoa. We are a person. I honestly thought we were a human. Not human, a robot. Damn. There we go. God damn, that was grand. That was really good. Oh man, did not expect it to take 3.5 hours. I mean, to be fair, I was going to do it in 2 sessions to begin with, but the more I played it, I was like, this is good. I just want to finish it. But yeah, this was a really good game. I enjoy games that are more so focus on the story aspect, and don't necessarily have much in the way of gameplay. Like, the gameplay for this was literally walk somewhere, investigate, or walk somewhere, scan, and then interact with stuff and read. Yeah, I loved it. It's just, I don't know, it's something really cool about exploring the unknown. So you don't really see many games that explore the apocalypse, essentially. Or like, you know, after the apocalypse. Like, what happened at this point 300 years ago? It was just really cool seeing the Baron family from the very beginning. So like, Rick being a child, watching him grow up, you know, watching the interactions between all of his family, all the struggles they went through and everything. It's just a very good game. Incredible. Yeah, I'm shocked though, because I did not realise we were human. I thought we was like a robot. Not bad. Hot damn. Well, there we have it. That's some distant memory. I did not manage to find every single artifact. Darn. On the plus side, I found like 99% of them, so I don't care. As I say, I think I probably just missed one. There was probably some rooms where there was tiny ones, like the little memory card that was behind the bookcase in Rick's room. Probably ones like that I missed, but never mind. It's only 2. It's not end of the world. Even if I'd missed more than 2, it still isn't the end of the world. But regardless... Oh my god, that is going to be the end of Some Distant Memory. Goddamn, yeah, this was incredible. And again, huge thanks to Way Down Deep for a copy of the game. It's very much appreciated. There we go. So yeah, that's going to be the end of Some Distant Memory. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this adventure. And until next time, take care. And for those who stopped by the stream, thanks for stopping by. It's much appreciated. Have a good day, and I'll see you next stream.